Hi. Hi. Hello, Cheech. Hello, Zier. Hello, Nat. Hello. Uh, I think you could tell. I'm kind of out of it today, not gonna lie. I'm not doing great, but I was like, you know what? I feel like it's better to stream than just lay in bed feeling like shit. So, I'd rather stream and have company and have some much needed distraction with everything that is going on right now. So, all we're doing today is we're watching Jetlag. If you are unfamiliar with Jetlag, it is a YouTube series that is ran by a channel called Jetlag the Game. I have a playlist linked in the description so that you guys can follow the channel for yourselves. They're at 904,000 subscribers. Very wild to me that they don't have like multiple millions. So definitely go subscribe to them, support them because they deserve it. It's very high quality stuff. It's a group of guys, sometimes some girly pop special guests, and other special guests as well. They travel across the world, across various countries, and play games like hide and seek, capture the flag. Their current ongoing series is actually playing Snake across South Korea. I haven't watched it yet because I want to watch it on stream, but I have quite a few videos in the playlist. We're actually gonna start with a more recent series that they did because it's only 2 parts and I think it acts as a really good introduction. So we kind of have a mix. We're not probably gonna get through a whole lot of stuff today. I have 35 videos because they really do treat it very similar to like a TV series, and it definitely has that sort of high quality. The editing is spectacular. Their editing is absolute top tier. It makes me very happy as a person who had a passion for editing for a very long time. I don't edit anymore, but I still can really appreciate good editing when I see it. So their editing is absolute top tier. Their captions are absolute top tier. And the content's just really fun. I think it's a really unique concept. So I'm excited to get to introduce this to you guys. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you probably haven't heard of it. It's not something that I think you would initially associate with my content, but I do definitely want to make this a regular thing. They're really great. Again, they're linked in the description. If you would like to support them yourselves, I would recommend subscribing. They also have a Nebula so that you guys can support them financially if you have the means to, and you get their content a bit early and some other special bonus stuff like a post show podcast, I believe. You could also, if you have the financial base, to support me on Kofi if you would like to. Obviously, no obligation, but you know, if we're talking about shilling monetary gain, hey, I have a Kofi is there. But for now, we're gonna go over here. Attention to detail, appreciate a channel that pays attention to the links. Yeah, they really do. It's really really great. I actually discovered them back when the whole Watcher fiasco happened. Um, Basically, the channel that Ryan and Shane from BuzzFeed winded up going to after BuzzFeed had a whole bad, very bad business move that they made and resulted in a lot of people, including me, just completely deciding to stop supporting them because it was such a bad look. Uh, Basically, they were like, we're not going to do YouTube content anymore. We're going to make our own website where you have to pay to support us. And the way they went about it was very bad, very poorly done. And one of the things that they said in that video was basically saying that they're the only people on YouTube ever to make TV quality content. And that rightfully caused a lot of outrage because if you're unfamiliar with, like, first of all, YouTube's been around for almost uh, 20 years, I think. I think YouTube came out in 2006, 2005, so it could already be 20 years. I'm not sure when YouTube came out, but it was very early 2000s. To say that you're the only people in 2 fucking decades to make TV quality content is just, yeah, delusional. It's delusional and very what's it called? Self-reporting in the level of audacity and cockiness that you hold for yourself. So yeah, 2005. Yeah, so it's been 2 fucking decades. And there's a lot of TV quality content. The Try Guys have been on TV because of Without a Recipe, which is a great show as well. There's numerous short film people that have produced short films on YouTube and winded up premiering those short films at festivals. There are numerous actual high budget movies and TV series that were created by YouTubers. It was just crazy. But I bring all that up to say that's actually how I discovered Jetlag, because it was a channel that kept coming up in the conversation surrounding Scrutinize, that specific section of that video. And I was like, that sounds interesting. I've never seen that before. So I checked out their channel, and yeah, everyone was like, how fucking dare you say that you have TV quality content when Jetlag exists? So I was like, okay, what is Jetlag? I have to know now. And they were right. How dare you say that you have TV quality content when Jetlag exists? Welcome, Flash. Good to see you. So yeah, we're watching Jetlag today. I have the New York hide and seek series. It was specifically made to promote their board game that they actually have, so that you can play with your friends if you have a group of friends that you travel with often, or if you have friends that are internet friends and you're meeting up somewhere together that you've never been before. You can play their game. So it's really really cool shit. I have hide and seek as, like, again, the introduction. It's about 2 full hours and a few minutes of change. And then I have their Switzerland hide and seek series. A lot of this playlist is their hide and seek series because it's personally my favorite. I think it's really good. I think it's really fun. But there's kind of a mixture in this playlist of series that I have yet to see and series that I really enjoyed from them. One of my favorites that they've done is Hide and Seek Across Japan. So that's after the Switzerland one. I don't know how much we're gonna get through today. We'll see how we're feeling, but this will probably be the next few streams, just because, again, I really, really enjoy the content. I think it's a really fun time. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. I'm very honored that I get to be your introduction to Jetlag. So yeah, we'll see wherever we stop. I will try to at least stop at a full episode, and then we can continue next stream. Just to kind of reiterate, because this is the first stream of this week, technically, if you're someone who starts the week on Sunday. I have a lot of shit going on right now. I'm trying to get some medical stuff sorted. So I don't know if I will be able to stream on my usual days. If I am able to stream on my usual days, you will see the notification that I'm going live in your subscription box, and I'll also post it on the usual places like Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, all that. If not, then I just simply won't have a notification up, and I will resume as soon as I'm able to. I don't know what this week is going to look like, so I don't want to be like guaranteed I'm coming back on Wednesday, because every time I do that. Every time I'm like, this is the week I get back into my normal schedule. That's not what happened. So I'm not going to jinx myself. If I get to go live on Wednesday, I'll go live on Wednesday. If I don't, I won't, But yeah, so their series they treat it as seasons. So there's different seasons, and pretty much each country that they're centralizing the current season on, that counts as the season. So there's like the Switzerland season, the Japan season, and then they do occasionally these sorts of one-off or two-off series. So yeah, they're kind of long, but like, again, TV quality and a great time. It's very interesting to watch because you hear, oh, people played hide and seek across New York, and your brain kind of defaults to usual hide and seek. But they actually, it is incredible the amount of work that they put into these games. There's strategies, there's curses that they can put on each other to fuck over the other team. There's a bunch of different, like, if you're the seeker, you have a bunch of different advantages that you can do, where you can ask the hiders different questions to kind of dilute the area that you are having to search for. Like, there's a lot that goes into it, and again, this series specifically was made to promote their actual physical game that you can buy that they made. So it's really good stuff. We're gonna have a good time today. We're gonna be watching TV quality content together for free, because it's YouTube and they're wonderful people who release this for free and a little bit early if you have the means to support them and me financially. I'm very interested to see what you guys will think, because you're gonna see right away the subtitles are color coded, guys. This is the quality that we're talking about today. Let us get into it.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to our secret hiding spot in New York City. I know it doesn't look like New York City, but that's what makes it a good hiding spot.
Yeah.
We hope.
See, color-coded subtitles, isn't that so cool? I love it. So helpful. Especially because, like, you know, I find often I wanted to get into captioning for a while, but I found out that, like, you literally get paid in dirt, so that was not a viable option for me. But I'm a fast typer, and for anyone who hasn't kept up with my content for years, I actually used to caption all of my videos myself. Almost the entirety. I don't know if I actually ended up finishing the last couple episodes, but for the most part, I've had a lot of my videos I subtitled myself because I was passionate about it. I ended up, it's a lot of spoons to subtitle your own content by yourself, because I already had to listen to myself to edit it, and now I have to listen to myself for additional couple hours to subtitle it. It was a lot more than I could handle, but I tried. I made an effort to, and so I had some experience with it, and something that I've become more kind of critical after doing that for at least a couple years myself, because it's like, you know, the dash that people tend to use in, like, Netflix subtitles, for example, it's not always clear who's talking. And I find that, like, as a person with audio processing disorder, if I am watching a series for the first time and I'm not familiar enough with everyone's voices, I don't fucking know who's talking. That is not a good enough indication. I need names or something, like color coding, so that I can differentiate it, and then it inadvertently helps me learn names. So actually, it looks like some of the schools in New York City I've seen. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know how people do it. I'm assuming because there's two options for captioning YouTube videos if you've never done it before. You can manually caption them through the YouTube editor itself, or you can upload a certain type of file that is then encoded in the video through the YouTube caption system. So I believe they probably do that to get those effects, because there's no, like, way to change the color of the subtitles yourself when you're doing them. There are editing options for it on your own when you're watching a video. If you want to make them, like, bigger, if you want to change the opacity and all that, you can do that as a viewer, but you can't do that in the YouTube system itself. So I'm assuming they probably use some sort of program to subtitle and they do it like that. But it's really cool, and that alone I think speaks a lot to a level of quality and care and content when they have really great subtitles. So I think Jetlag deserves to be a, like, example and a role model for other channels for that alone. There's actually a GIF set, a photo set on Tumblr that I really love, where a guest star that was actually on Jetlag in one of the episodes, and that's one of my favorite series that they did. He's talking about He's shading like popular YouTubers and influencers who are like, I just bought a Lamborghini, and he points to the camera and goes, buy some damn subtitles. And it's like, yeah, I agree, Tom, thank you. Buy some damn subtitles. Buy some good, crisp quality, color-coded subtitles. Please. Please. Anyway.
Welcome to Grand Central Terminal, the starting point for our special one-off game of hide-and-seek across NYC. We're the seekers, meaning it's our job to find the hiders as quickly as possible. But right now, it's 12:30. So you know what that means, Ben? It's time to go.
I love Tom.
Okay, here's the deal. We're
He's
playing
so
a
great.
quick 2-round, 2-episode mini-game of hide-and-seek across the entirety of New York City. For those of you who...
As I said, you can see it right away. This editing is so fucking good. It's so crisp. It's so clean. Oh my God. I hope their editors are paid thousands of dollars a month because they deserve it. It is so fucking good. I love good editing. I love it. It makes me so content in my life, you know?
don't know how our hide-and-seek game works, here's the gist. Right now, Adam and Amy are hiding somewhere in New York City. They had an hour to get anywhere they wanted from our starting point in Grand Central Station using any of the city's subway or train lines.
Look, it's so good!
Them, Ben can ask any questions in our investigation book. Adam and Amy have to answer these questions truthfully, but in return, they'll get to draw cards from the hider deck.
Also, notice that the subtitles move so that you can clearly read them depending on where the text is in the editing. It is so fucking good. It makes me so happy to see so much care and effort put into good subtitles. Thank you so much. As a person with hearing issues, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jetlag. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you were the standard for subtitles, period. Not even just on YouTube.
Of different tools to slow us down. That means our goal is to find them as quickly as possible while also asking as few questions as possible. Because once we find them...
Yeah, so it's really cool how this works because it's I guess in a way, their games really do kind of feel like the adult versions of games that we've played as kids. You know, a lot of people played like hide and seek, capture the flag, snake and everything. A lot of people have played some sort of variant when they were kids. And I feel like each country has their own variants too, but because it has more rules and almost kind of strategy in a way, it really feels like an amplified version, you know? It's really cool. Yeah, subtitles on YouTube can be real spotty, if they even have them, because most of the time they don't.
We'll swap sides, and whichever team hit the longest wins. So now, back to the game, where Ben and I have to figure out what we're going to ask first.
I will say Sam is my favorite cast member, just right off the bat. He's the Jetlag guy to me, but it's pain to work on the settings for subtitles to move in certain spots. It is. Yeah, it's I very briefly had, again, I tried to work in subtitling for a bit, didn't wind up working out, but I did try to work in captioning, and they're not like simple programs to use. They're pretty in-depth and pretty complicated, so I'm sure there is a lot of precision that has to go into even just timing them, much less timing them to change color and change position at the right time. So again, I mean, I really appreciate it.
Open this very fancy, man. That's pretty nice.
I will also say, Ben is always dressed so iconically. He's my role model in fashion. He always looks like a train wreck, but in a way that is just so iconic. And I appreciate that as a person who appreciates some chaotic wardrobe. And if I could dress like a Wonderlandian 24/7, I would. And he makes me feel like I can follow my dreams.
And a biased opinion, this is the best product that exists. Okay, so first things
Just
first,
look at those
we
pants.
need to start asking some
So
questions.
good.
Yes.
So we've got this nifty little investigation book here, which has got all of our questions, and that can start narrowing down our area. We need, as we always say, Sam, a direction to go.
A direction to go.
Okay, let's
Let's go somewhere and then figure out what we're doing.
All right, well, time has started, which means that Amy and I, this is Amy, by the way.
Hello.
She
Hello.
works on Jetlag
Hi,
too.
Amy.
We should be getting our first question any minute. My hope is that they waste their borough question now
On Manhattan?
on Manhattan.
Yeah.
And then they don't have it for later.
Because, yeah, I would like them to very inefficiently narrow down the boroughs.
Just really quick, I should explain what Adam and Amy are talking about here. The investigation book has 6 categories of questions, which all get you different kinds of information about the hiders' location. The first category is matching questions, which let us check if something about our location is the same or different from Adam and Amy's. Like if their nearest major airport is the same as ours, or, as Adam and Amy have been discussing, if their borough is the same as ours. The next category is measuring questions, which let us check if something is closer to or further from Adam and Amy than it is from us. Like, are they closer to a coastline, a zoo, a hospital, things like that. Then you've got the radar, which lets us check if Adam and Amy are within a certain distance of us, and the thermometer. This lets us move a certain distance in a single direction and check if we got closer to Adam and Amy's location. Next, you've got photos, which allow us to ask the hiders for a photo of a particular thing, like the tallest building visible from their train station, or a shot of a grocery store aisle. Lastly, you have tentacles, a special tool that only works if we're within a mile of the hiders, but can hugely help narrow down the remaining area by telling us which of a particular thing they're closest to, like which museum they're closest to, or which library they're closest to. Since this is a medium-sized game, a few questions from our large-sized games are banned. We tried to design hide and seek so that it can scale and be played pretty much anywhere, which is why it's now possible for you at home to pick up your own copy and play it wherever and whenever you want. And now with our merge plug officially out of the way, let's get back to the game.
Ben, let's hide in here and figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, would we want to start with, like, radius or something? Like,
It would also not be crazy to ask if they're in the same borough as us. See if they're Manhattan. But we might want to save that for a different borough.
Crazy for them to be in Manhattan, right?
Let's look at a radar. I've got a map here.
God, the editing is so
3,
fucking good.
5, 10.
Oh my God,
10
I love
might
it
be
so
too
much.
5 miles covers all of Manhattan.
A good bit of the denser part of Brooklyn. Okay, let's ask for 5 miles.
Amy, we've received a text.
Whoa.
It's a 5-mile radar. I actually would say that I am pretty upset about this.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, the thing that it does that's really not good is that it knocks out all of Manhattan, and it knocks out all of this stuff up in Queens that I really wanted them to get messed up with.
That they would waste a lot of time trying to untangle the hubs in Queens and Brooklyn.
Yes. So I would say that this was a very smart question by them, and
That guy just walking by like, what the fuck are these people fucking talking about? Oh my God.
Sam, I think let's walk and talk. Let's go towards the subways.
Yeah.
A baby!
I think it's...
It's a doggy!
I think it's-
Show the
we're already
doggy!
lost.
Oh, it's
That's
a baby! A little baby! Not you. I was not talking. I was talking about another dog that's on the screen. It's wearing a little pink shirt. What a cutie!
Not a good sign.
That's such a
Have we gotten
clean
an answer
editing
yet?
and explanation. Also,
It's
shout
a
out to the
miss.
random confusement. Yeah.
That's kind of what we expected.
Suspected as much. Okay, so they've gone far.
That excludes a lot. I think that's good.
Now we have to be really
So
careful
weirdo,
with what
ew.
direction
So
we
let's go
go.
here for a second.
now
Look
we
like a
get to
Pomeranian.
draw the first 2 cards from the deck.
They were
We get to
also
pick the one that we like
using
the
a
best.
cane as
So
well.
This is the hider deck.
Because we're the hider. 1, 2, we shuffled these on the train.
I will say another thing too that I appreciate, if they, it's not consistent, but you can tell that they do make an effort to often blur people who are like directly in the foreground if they don't have some kind of obscuring thing. Like that guy was wearing sunglasses, for example. So they probably didn't see that necessary to blur him, but a lot of the times they'll try to blur people, which is nice because people don't always do that. People are so comfortable taking video of random strangers. I appreciate that they make an effort to not.
What do we got?
A time bonus.
Okay.
We are playing a medium game version, which means we're using the orange numbers.
Sort of
6 minute.
whatever time bonus.
Kind of flop zone time bonus. And, ooh.
Whoa.
We got the curse of the drained brain, baby.
Yes,
This
okay.
is sort of exactly what we would want.
Curse of the Drained Brain. Choose 3 questions in different categories. The seekers cannot ask you these questions for the rest of your run.
We should simply decide what
I
we
love
want
the
to
curses. They're
ban
really
them
great
from asking
concept.
right now.
Yes.
So we have with us a pocket-sized rulebook. There's 2 of these, and the hiders get one. Kind of fun. I think we should sort of just look through and decide which ones we don't like. We should eliminate maybe one of the thermometers, just so that it's more annoying for them. Like, I think we eliminate the half-mile thermometer.
Okay.
Because that's very easy to cut things exactly how you want.
Yeah. What's the transit line question?
Yeah, let's ban that. That's the most useful question of the matching. And then which photo do we want to eliminate? I'd be open to cutting train platform or nearest street or path.
The train platform we were
So
on is
brutal.
pretty generic.
I think we get rid of trace nearest street or path. This is super useful in the end game.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send that to them.
Get drained, punks.
All right, we've sent our curse, and I think that we should go explore our hiding zone.
I think we should.
I've heard that there's a lot of sort of interesting snacks to have here.
I mean, at this point, I feel like the most likely, I mean, the 2 boroughs that have the most area, Brooklyn and Queens, right?
There's got to be a way that we can exclude the rest of Manhattan and the Bronx so that we can focus on Brooklyn and Queens.
I mean, I think thermometer.
I think that's probably the move.
Let's see if those...
We've already got a curse.
What? I'm already so annoyed.
It's so brutal so early to get a very good
one of our
curse.
thermometers.
Which one do they do again?
They got rid of our half mile. We would have to do a 3 mile, but then we would basically be out of thermometers unless we wanted to do a whole 10 mile.
Well, 10 mile,
and that's
going to take forever.
Okay. Is there any other way we can like exclude this part of the map without doing a thermometer?
I don't know. You have the thing.
Yeah, here. You look at the nifty investigation.
Maybe I'll notice one that you haven't. I mean, commercial airport could do it.
The thing is, if they were closest to JFK,
it's like that.
It's that.
And then this, if it's that, it's this. I mean, I think commercial airport's good.
Let's ask for, do they share our nearest airport? Our nearest airport is certainly LaGuardia.
All right, Amy, I have news, which is that we have been asked another question.
Okay, lame, flop.
It's sort of a lame situation.
So funny, I love her so much.
They have asked if our nearest commercial airport is the same as theirs.
Literally playing a game. You know what? Fucking leave me alone.
It actually is quite close, but we are measured to the Google Maps pin. We are closer to LaGuardia, so it is the same as theirs. I will say,
okay, dog.
I
wonder what that
love
is.
this, but I'm not super upset about it because it's always good when an
I'm
answer
so
is
hungry.
close, because it means we are sort of
those
towards
places
the
all look
edge
so good.
of the area they're eliminating, which can sometimes be a good thing. Well, also, they still haven't eliminated
Tap house.
the Bronx, I don't think.
Liquor store.
All of the Bronx
Need to go
would be
there.
closest to LaGuardia.
Hookah store.
Ow. So let's just wait for the answer. Have we mentioned, by the way, like, the reason we're doing this is...
I need to truly represent my Wonderlandian people and go to the hookah
You
store.
can buy this game. You can play
Become
it
one with
anywhere.
Caterpillar.
You can play it here in New York. You can play it in Switzerland like we did, or Japan like we did, or freaking, I don't know, Kansas City. If you want to play it in Kansas City.
Oh, we got an answer, Ben. Same. Okay, that's useful, except for what
Hiders are not within 5 miles of Grand Central Terminal, and Hiders' nearest commercial airport is LaGuardia Airport. It's just, the graphics are just so nice. Just look at, oh my god, it's just so... It just makes me so happy because, you know, the thing is, you can really tell someone's passion and love for, I feel like, a series or just a passion project. You can tell how much passion is really there by how much effort the editing has put into it, and just this whole show is made with so much love and passion, and you could just tell by the editing alone, you know? I love the Caterpillar. You're so sassy. I know. Who are you, bitch? What are you doing here? Let me fucking smoke.
They are in Manhattan or Bronx or Queens.
All of Bronx in play, part of Queens in play, and a very small sliver of Manhattan in play.
I mean, how long would it take us to go to the Bronx and check?
Okay.
He dropped
now
us, guys. He dropped us so rude.
Which is great because we've arrived.
Oh, look at this timing. We've arrived at where we're going.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Sakura!
Sort of an homage, you might call it, to a previous
In many
iteration
ways, it's an
of
homage. All right, so we get to draw the top 3.
Oh man, I haven't had Pocky in so long. I love strawberry Pocky.
1, 2.
I actually, I'm sure the store that I ordered it from is not around anymore, but I've actually had green tea Kit Kats because there was like a Japanese market shop of like a decade or something ago. Green tea flavored shit is really good, actually. If I was able to live in Japan like it is my dream to do one day, I'd be getting green tea candy all the fucking time. That shit was good as hell.
3. All right, we've got...
I'm sure Sakura stuff is actually pretty good too.
2 6-minute time bonus. Says I tend to prefer a discard to draw 3 to a 6-minute time bonus.
I actually have Sakura tea and I've never tried it yet. I need to do that.
What sorts of treats do you want?
There's so many wonderful treats that I could have. Hello. Good, how are you? Thank you. All right, now let's find a wonderful place where we can eat our snack. So they are still at Grand Central. So my read of what is going on is that they don't know whether they should go to Queens.
I will say, love the architecture style here. Ooh, it's so medieval. I love it.
Bronx.
Look at this building. It's so beautiful. It looks like a vampire castle or some shit.
They have...
As far as I know, Sakura stuff is very similar, very tea-esque, very planty and perfumey. Interesting.
By my recollection, 6 trains they could get on, 2 of which would take them right here.
Yeah.
3 of which
also, I will say, Amy's the way she has her little pigtails coming out of the hat is so fucking cute. She's so adorable. I love her so much.
I'm entirely the wrong way.
My opinion would be that we're not off to the best start ever.
No, certainly not.
But I would say that ultimately we are strong and we will persevere.
We're strong and we're resilient.
And look at the different, I love buildings that have different textures. I really need to get back into building in The Sims, man. It just makes me want to build in The Sims to see good architecture.
That's all I've got. Okay. That's all we are. I would just love to see them choose wrong so that I can enjoy my day.
Okay.
She's so brutal. I love her.
We are very bad. Look, we broke the mic. Look, we're doing a sort of a speed run of how fast can we break all the microphones.
To be clear, that was 24 minutes in.
New record!
That is a new record for us.
It's a new record. So, send it to the Bronx?
We could send it to the Bronx and check the Bronx. It's a little risky. We could just do a straight up like thermometer.
Has a lot of those in some number.
But again, we only have
Hell
one.
Yeah, Queens.
I reckon
Fuck it
we
up.
head
Great
there and do
architecture.
St. Borough.
Okay.
Because like, if it's not that, then we could probably figure that out.
Here's the thing. If we go to the Bronx and we check if they're in the Bronx and they're not in the Bronx and they are in Queens, we are in big trouble. We've wasted a lot.
24 minutes, new record. Fucking speed ran.
Okay, look, let's go to the damn Bronx. I bet they're in the Bronx.
We need the 4 or 5.
All right.
Look at the art.
Ooh.
This is a place of art and culture, Sam. It's New York City.
Trains in 2 minutes.
So colorful.
All right, let's go. Okay. Off to the Bronx. Amy.
Look at her pants. God, I love them.
Is it this way?
I have what I believe is incredible news. They seem to be heading north to the Bronx.
Let's go. Let me walk you through what happened.
This rips and
Let me tell you what happened to me. You said, Amy, I have news. And when I tell you, I felt every cell in my body go.
God, I love that they're headed north.
I feel 100 pounds lighter.
Her shoes are shiny, I just noticed. That's been a long time since I've heard that.
Wow, the vibes are so different now that they're going north.
Back in my day, songs were about animals, what foxes, hamsters, and frogs were saying.
Oh my god.
He just, the poor microphone.
All right.
underwater feature.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much microphone abuse in this show already. And, you know, it makes me feel bad because we have no disclaimer that no microphones were harmed in the making of this show. It's actually quite the opposite.
Serene.
It's very calming. All right, are we doing it? Same borough?
I think we should ask if they are in the same first administrative division as us, which
here means, are you in the same borough as us? And see if they are in the Bronx.
I actually don't remember who winds up winning in the end. So.
Amy, I would like to say that there's no flag at the top of this flagpole.
No flag you can see.
Amy, they would like to know if we are in the Bronx.
Well, we're not.
I'm
must not be a day of visibility for whoever the flag is for.
Not the Bronx.
No, it doesn't have the wind that the Bronx would have. So, I mean, to me, this sort of rips and rules. Well, I think they sort of had like a 50-50 shot, and they just guessed wrong.
Boofed it, major styles. Hopefully.
The vibes of this place are so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so good.
Amy, could you please text them that we are not, in fact, in the Bronx?
I'd love to. I told them, nope.
There's so much sun here.
Well, you know what, Sam?
It's a very pretty day.
The
very
Bronx
clear
is
day.
Our oyster.
Oh, I hear a buzz. Oh my God.
Don't say, oh my God.
It's a no.
Fighters are not in the Bronx.
They would never be in the Bronx, Sam.
Too intuitive.
All right, God. Okay. We are in trouble now.
All right, so they're not here.
Not in the Bronx.
So basically they could be here, like broadly kind of this area, because that's LaGuardia, and they're nearest to LaGuardia. The concerning thing is that there's this little tippy stop of Manhattan, which does have some cool spots. It's got a big park there. It's got George Washington Bridge. It's got the cloisters, the castle-looking thing.
Everybody is gonna absolutely rag on me because we went to the place that has the closest thing to a castle in New York City.
Are you some big castle freak?
Well, this is a big thing about me is that I always hide near a castle.
Well, I know you like castles.
I do.
And you
iconic, actually.
Castles. These are just funky houses.
With a sort of castle energy aura, sort of like if a castle had a nephew.
Yeah, it's exactly like if a castle had a nephew.
Which is also how I've described you to a number of people.
Hey, Amy.
Hey.
Guys, be honest with me. Do you think that I have the energy of if a castle had a nephew? Be honest. Whatever that means. Do I have that energy? Because I really strive for it.
All 3 cards from the deck?
Yes. I thought you'd never ask. We got this card.
Okay, that's fine.
We got this card.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And we got this card.
Okay. I feel like duplicate is gonna be the move.
I think especially this early on, a well-played curse is worth so much more than 6 minutes.
And we can duplicate a good curse.
Exactly.
Okay. And I think it's a no-brainer. Take the duplicate.
Take the duplicate.
So just sort of keep an eye out for where would be a good place to hide. As you likely know, Amy, the way this game works is that once they arrive at our station, we will be hidden somewhere within a quarter mile of the station.
Yes.
And so we need to kind of pick a place that is hard to find.
You know what? There's a castle Wonderland. I think you fit the bill.
Thank
you. That's my
that
castle, actually.
Not in Manhattan before we.
Except it's on the moon. I have the moon castle in Wonderland. I don't have the Queen of Hearts castle.
What radar could we ask that would cut off
Maybe I should
everything
steal
in
it
Manhattan
someday.
that wasn't cut off by our first radar?
Okay, so the first radar basically goes to where we are now. So we just need this. We just need 4.2 miles. I mean, I think this is a good circumstance to use freestyle. I mean, what do you think? Do you disagree?
I think that this would be the time to use it.
I agree.
So
I think let's do a freestyle radar that cuts off the top of Manhattan.
Send it?
Send it. Oh, boy. Oh, I don't like this. Hopefully they're in that. Hopefully they're just in that and we can go get
I
it.
see rainbow in the background, but I have no idea what it is. I hope it's a gay store.
I mean,
gay people are real, and they have stores.
Okay, Amy, I have a fascinating piece of information for you. Sam and Ben have used a 4.3-mile radar.
So specific.
Okay. That's definitely to eliminate something specific.
Nice car.
My guess is that there is something in particular that they are worried about.
So yeah, there's some little...
That eliminates.
There's some little sliver of their map.
Tell you what, they didn't need to be worried about it.
I'm increasingly realizing that I don't know where we are.
No, I have no idea where we are.
The
They're so real.
themselves.
Right, that's so true. And I've always said that.
Yeah.
I've always
from you,
said
and now I'm
that.
trying to
I
get
love
credit
it
for it
so
on
much.
TV.
They're so
What
fucking
card do
funny
you
for
want?
no reason.
I want like the biggest time bonus card.
Okay.
Is my opinion. Here, I'm gonna pick one and you pick one.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Oh.
Okay.
I love the Curse of the Mediocre Travel Agent.
Curse of the Mediocre Travel Agent. Choose any publicly accessible place within a quarter mile of the seeker's current location. They must go there and spend at least 5 minutes there before asking another question. They must send you at least 3 photos of them enjoying their vacation and procure an object to bring you as a souvenir.
Who cares? Who cares? 9-minute time bonus.
I love
trash.
the Curse of the Mediocre Travel Agents.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, fuck it up. Hell
This is
yeah.
exactly the kind of thing that I'm for.
Let's do it right now.
Really?
Yep.
Do we want to double it? Do we want to
Do I have my
duplicate it?
I would
toggles?
love to duplicate it.
Hell
Amy,
yeah,
let's
we're
duplicate
dancing.
it right now.
We
Okay.
dancing. Curse of the
Duplicate.
mediocre travel agent dance. Hell yeah.
The thing about this card is that it tells them that we are not a certain way, but they already know that
They
we
know
are
which way
not
we are. Up
north
in the
of them.
Bronx. Can we send them somewhere
Just
fun? Can we
green
send them to, like,
grass.
the zoo? Is that
Very
I would love to send
satisfying
them to the
grass.
zoo. It has to be within a quarter mile.
Beautiful. What a
Let's send them to the
well-kept
Hip Hop
lawn.
Museum.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's temporarily closed.
Good. We're gonna disappoint them.
Okay, this is pretty awesome stuff.
I would describe this as electric. Do you feel
Fucking
it?
poggies.
Oh man, this gameplay is getting spicy.
Spicy.
Answer? Do we have an answer?
Miss,
Oh, it's a miss.
go to the Hip Hop Museum.
And they've cursed us. It's
All
a
right,
miss and they've
this
cursed
way.
us. Where are they
worst
sending us to?
possible
Sending us to the
combo.
Hip Hop
The Hip
Museum?
Hop Museum. We got to spend 5 minutes at the Hip Hop Museum.
It's over by the gentrified building.
Seemingly. It did say on Google temporarily closed, so that gentrifying building might have gentrified it out of existence.
That's, well, I guess I was going to say that's ironic, but it's not ironic. It's just bad.
That's just how gentrification works.
Look, I would say that we are in many ways so back.
I felt for a time as though,
Things were so over.
well,
Things
not
were
even
so
just that things
over,
were so
but
over,
now we're so
specifically,
back.
Like a sitting duck, like a duck who was sitting, and then someone could come and shoot that duck almost no problem.
Damn.
And now I'm feeling a sense of agency. I feel like a duck with a gun.
Right. Well, I would say we're two
Quack,
ducks
quack.
with guns.
Quack, quack.
And I think the team Ducks with a Gun is doing quite well.
Yeah, historically speaking, and, you know, knock on everything, when we have played as a team in things, we do not tend to
This
lose.
is true. Well, Amy and I have played as a team in things outside of Jetlag the game, and we
Mostly,
tend to win.
mostly a sort of intoxicated Scrabble.
What's
That sounds
Something
fucking
City.
awesome.
It looks like it's Dream City.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, can we go to Dream City?
All right, well, we have determined that the Museum of Hip Hop has been gentrified out of existence,
Sad.
which is very fitting, on the nose, something like that, right?
Yeah, this does not seem to be a museum
Oh,
anymore.
no, there. But that doesn't,
Sad moment
maybe
of
it doesn't
silence
exist
to the
yet.
Museum of
Anyway,
Hip-Hop.
we're here.
We have to spend 5 minutes here and take 3 photos and get them a souvenir. We do also get some information from this, though, right? A little bit.
Must be further than their current location, but I think we already knew that.
Okay.
That
well,
doesn't tell us anything new.
Rip
Well, we're
Museum
allowed
of
to leave
Hip Hop.
her
I'm
at
sure you were fucking iconic.
46. We need 3
46.
photos, and we need a lot.
Okay, Sam, take some photos.
Now we need a 3rd photo.
Guy, he's having so much fun.
That was great.
Okay,
How
it would seem that they
iconic.
have made it now to the Hip Hop Museum.
That we're
Oh, the
putting-
Hip Hop Museum is under construction.
Oh, look how much he loves it.
He's
Ben's
having
having tons of fun.
He's having so
Okay, wait,
much
wait.
fun.
Well, it's one of the great American art forms. And I hope that they mentioned this to you. Hip hop was invented in the Bronx 51, 52 years ago. It was the 50th anniversary recently. Because it's one of very few music genres that has a single point of invention.
Hell yeah.
And it was when the first guy at a party in the Bronx did the first time.
Grandmaster Flash, I believe.
Sam, show me
DJ Cool Her.
your
Hell yeah.
coolest hip-hop move.
Lights up in Washington. ISO at the break of day. I wake up and I got this little punk I gotta chase away. Pop the grate at the crack of dawn. Sing while I wipe down the awning. Hey y'all, good morning. Ice cold paragua, paracha, china, cherry, strawberry. And just for today, I got Marnet. Oi, Pergona, como... Oh, he's being too Spanish.
And that, folks, is what we call hip-hop.
We built Dream City.
That was the whitest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Rock and roll. It's closed.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Time to wake up, I guess.
Pour it
Let's
out
just
for
find
Dream
our dang
City,
hiding
y'all.
spot.
Here is something that I would like to share with you, Amy,
Okay.
which is that I would love
Hell
it
yeah,
if
Flash,
we could
iconic.
find a place that the path to get there is weird. Like,
Yeah.
there's a rooftop that is publicly accessible, but it's sort of annoying to figure out how to get to it.
Right.
You know, like sort of something in that world.
Okay.
So I think the question now is, would we care to send them somewhere? Oh. Over the bridge, over the bridge, over the bridge is... Okay. Wait.
Find somewhere.
Yes.
We need a souvenir for them. What is this?
Beautiful.
Sam, I found this.
That's fun. Let's do that.
This is for you guys.
So we have 1 minute. What do we want to ask for? I think a photo is worth
Oh,
it.
like,
I think just like a good general photo. What
holographic
do they
fucking
got? What do they got on
pacifier is
here?
so weird.
Let's take a look-see, huh?
Because
Two buildings could be
someone
good.
had a baby shower
Any
at the
building
fucking
visible
hip hop
from
museum or
station?
some
Could be good,
shit.
although it can be manipulated a lot. I mean, a tree could be good in this kind of area.
What
I guess.
about just tallest building visible from station?
I'm game.
Yeah, let's do that. And then I think we start heading to Queens. And I think maybe if we get into Queens, we just do like a big ol' radar or something.
All right.
Once this is cleared.
It literally just cleared.
All right, let's ask for a photo of the tallest building visible from the station. A classic.
Classic.
And let's
Goodbye, hip hop museum.
start heading back towards the part of the
Bye
map
bye,
that's
hip
not
hop
completely
museum.
crossed out.
Okay, they have to still... Are they still there or have they left? They're moving. Okay. They've asked for... Shoot, sorry. We need to figure out what we're doing here. Okay, got a little chaotic. We realized that they were right next to the Harlem River, which meant that the other side of the river was within a quarter mile of them, so we could use our duplicated mediocre
Yeah,
travel
isn't it
agent
great?
to
I'm
send them
really
to the
glad that
other
I get
side of the
to
river,
share
which
this
is
with you
kind of
guys.
an annoying
It's so
thing to
fucking
me.
good.
Yeah, they're near a bridge, but they're not the nearest a bridge. So we're hoping that this wastes a little more time than saving that card and just sending them somewhere crazy.
I will
once they're
say,
closer.
So the question is,
as a person with chronic pain, the thought of doing this much walking does kind of rot my soul a little bit. Like, I know that the average person does not struggle to walk more than like a couple miles without dealing with excruciating pain for days afterwards, but I have to be real with myself and like, I could never get started on jet lag. I don't have the leg stamina.
how
My legs would be gone
could we narrow
for weeks.
Queens down? Oh my god, did we get another one?
Did they curse us again?
Oh. We have to go to this basketball court. That's across the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a duplicate.
Man, they're freaking duplicating on us and all kinds of stuff. Are there stations
Oh my
over
god, the
there?
pockets. The pockets perfectly line up oppositely to the pants themselves. That's really satisfying. I love that.
There are, yeah.
Okay.
What gorgeous
Damn.
pants.
Why do you think they're
I
using all
love
their
striped
purses now?
clothes.
I think they might
Striped
just
and
think that
checkerboard,
this is
anything.
an
You
advantageous
sold
time to
me.
get more
I'm already
time.
there. I already
I
love
suppose,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
And if I
They
get
have
to wear it on my
requested a
body,
photo
even
of the
fucking
tallest
better.
building visible from our train station.
We're
Now,
pretty close to the train station now, and therefore to the tallest building visible from the train station. When we got off the train, we identified a couple of buildings.
There's so much walking.
seemed like
They're so much
contenders,
stronger
and we
than
liked
me.
that they both look pretty generic, and they don't look anything like the sort of suburbia-looking parts of our zone.
As a chronic girly, I cannot be that far from certain facilities for so long. Like, damn, what whimsy. Thankful that they're doing it and sharing it so everyone can enjoy it. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think I mentioned it on stream yesterday. If I have to walk pretty significantly or, like, I know I'm going to be walking pretty significantly. I try my best to at least bring my cane because it does lessen the pain. But, like, whenever I watch stuff like this, like, as a person who's kind of had to come more into terms with, like, being real with myself about my limits, seeing people just simply walking sometimes, it's like, wow, people can do that. Unrelatable.
Okay.
I am using another icy hot on my thigh, and I have it horizontal instead of vertical this time, so hopefully it actually helps, because my thigh is even more inflamed today than it was yesterday.
Basketball courts.
Cool. That was a very annoying thing for them to do.
Yeah, it's probably why they got excited enough to do it.
Bastards.
Me watching food videos.
The entrance to the subway station.
Soon though, bestie,
so the way that this
soon.
question works is, we can pick any subway
It's finally
entrance
your
or exit
big
that we
week,
want.
and I'm so excited
And then
for
we have to
you.
take a picture of what is the tallest building by our field of view. So, like, in our field of view, these buildings are overall taller. But in our field of view, this is the
Thank you,
tallest.
Zir.
in
I
our
will do another review after stream.
So we just have to take a picture of this building.
It does.
that
I'm
includes both
noticing
sides
that
of
I
it and the
feel
roof, and the roof has to be in the top one.
I honestly haven't, like, I've used a couple of them so far. This is the third one that I used because I used 2 yesterday. And I noticed the cold. I haven't really felt any heat. But I'm gonna send you an I lived bitch photo for real. I can't wait. I look forward to it so much. I'm gonna fucking frame it. I swear to shit. Yeah, I noticed it more cold, but it's like, it's distracting, which is all I can kind of expect when I'm having a flare-up. So it does seem to be working so far.
Okay.
It just, once I start
do feel
walking,
like
I'm
this
very aware
building
that one of my legs is
does
not
have
functioning
it all the
properly.
vibe.
Yeah, what we were saying is
That is-
basically there's this building, and then there's another
Smoke shop.
entrance where the tallest building would be one of those guys. And while those are more generic and kind of all over the city and misleading, this just isn't what this area
You
looks
know
like.
what?
So we're hoping
This advertisement right here, a lawyer being named Hunter as either their first or last name, kind of fucking iconic, actually. If I ever had to sue someone, I would feel very confident in having a lawyer called Hunter. Like, yes, hunt this bitch down for all their fucking worth and give me that fucking money.
that renders this unhelpful.
Let's pull our card.
No problem. I'm so glad that it's helping. It really does change your life.
Well, we have a discard
We
too,
have a discard, so
so
this
it's
will be
good to just
useful.
build up some stuff.
Okay, we got our photo.
It looks like office building looking thing.
But it's
Very
not
generic
the Statue
looking
of
building.
Liberty.
It is not the Statue of
Like
Liberty.
every
It
office
looks
building in any movie ever.
I mean, it's a little iconic. We can see that it's not super dense area because there's no building on either side.
Right. I mean, I think a lot of Queens is going to be like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say it's very nice. It's a very nice day. I'm glad that they got to film on a really nice day. Like, the sky is so clear. It's really beautiful.
All right, 201.
Matrix movie
Time
office
starts
building,
now.
yeah.
All right, we've made it to the basketball court.
Let's get our photos.
Here, Sam.
Fucking
do it, don't
balling.
Take action shots of me doing ball.
Do a dunk.
Doing
I
ball.
love to play ball.
Do a dunk.
Do
Oh,
ball.
can you get like an action shot where I'm in the air?
I can try.
Okay, ready? Did that work?
Damn.
Was that really cool?
It was
yeah,
very
look
cool.
at
It
that
was
photo.
very
Yeah,
iconic.
check that out. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get another one.
Do a dunk.
Let's do behind. One of
Damn.
those.
Do a dunk.
Fucking dunked.
Okay, I'm gonna do a dunk. we could just Photoshop
We're
that
doing
one. We
ball.
can just Photoshop that one. Okay,
I
we need
love
another
doing
souvenir.
ball.
Souvenir.
Just make sure you always
good
do ball
souvenir.
responsibly, please.
Found part of a pencil.
Iconic.
Oh, whoa, look, Amy.
Oh my god.
Oh, he looks so cool.
He's sinking buckets.
He is fucking dunking on
He
him.
looks awesome.
He is being Sans
Oh,
Undertale.
man. That's one of the coolest looking guys I ever saw.
How far off the ground is he? What's his vertical?
He looks like actually very far off the ground in this picture. I'm certain that he's not.
Right. I actually choose to believe
Doing
in her,
ball in the
but
park with
that's just
friends.
me.
Hell yeah.
So
So now we're in the area
Back
north.
in our childhoods when we actually went outside.
Here's the big thing that we have to watch out for.
Yeah, do ball responsibly, please. Make sure you have a non-ball participant to be the designated driver.
Is low.
Always do ball responsibly.
Right now, it would be that, and that would be quite bad. Yeah, I'm quite worried about that we would have to send that.
Yeah, because
they'd see that straight from the train station, and then they could work backwards from the angle.
Yeah. No,
these are very Bob Ross trees.
She's on my list of tall structures.
Which is so comforting. I love Bob Ross trees in real life.
My opinion.
Ooh, that building's gorgeous. I love that fence. Holy shit, what a beautiful fence.
Okay.
Wow.
For now, I think we could go.
We flop Zill it a little bit here.
I think that we could check out the area
so swirly.
Sort of northwest. What are the fellas?
He's designated. He's designated baller for the night.
Hopefully they've just fallen in love with ball.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're so focused on ball.
Hopefully
I played outside a lot as a kid, and then I started getting health issues, and I couldn't much.
Forgot that
but
they're playing hide and seek.
I do miss it.
Okay.
It was nice. It felt so freeing.
To
Bob Ross is awesome. I love him so
no
much.
longer life.
I've never actually done a Bob Ross painting,
anymore.
and I would like to do one on stream someday, but I don't have the means to set that up right now. But someday I would really like to do one.
Which on the one hand,
I think it'd be very relaxing as a person who enjoys
on the other
painting.
hand,
but I'd probably do watercolor instead of acrylic because that's my specialty.
Kind of, the first decision point is not until like there.
Yeah.
So maybe we want to route to wherever that is.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Where are we going now? We're going to like the 3 or something?
Yeah, the 3. 3 down to Times Square. Oh my God, we have to go through Times Square.
Woof.
Train. Oh, we're almost at 2 hours.
Don't think about it like that. Think about it in terms of how we're about to get them.
Train.
Ooh, there's a Trader Joe's. Do you want to get a little snack?
I'm starving. We're at Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. I've never been to a Trader Joe's.
I was just trying to get a shot of you walking in.
Yeah, I got that now. Oh my God, look. We're being watched. Wait, hold on.
The amazing Trader Joe's. Fucking got him.
I have my binocular. I thought that this would be good if Ben and Sam are around.
Right. Sort of looking.
Just as an example, like, they're not at Trader Joe's.
Right.
And she wouldn't have been able to tell that without her binoculars, so very resourceful of her to have it.
Now, here is one thing worth mentioning. Sam tends to get, like, very confident that he can photo match things.
Yeah.
So it is worth considering, like, it's possible that it actually isn't that bad of an idea to
Barbie ass truck, hell yeah.
These are all the same.
Look at it, like, look at this shot. Can you tell one from another?
So maybe that's the move, is hide just somewhere in all of this, because these all look the same.
Because my question for you is, what are the benefits of hiding in the sort of lower single-family part of our zone?
I'd say the biggest benefit is that there are not going to be any tall buildings. So they're not going to be able to just identify the tallest building easily and walk to it. Okay. But I would say, like, they're going to ask for a photo of the tallest thing that we can see.
Yes.
And if we send them something short, then, like, one thing that does is it's like it eliminates anywhere where you can see something tall.
Yeah. So I guess, do we want to go explore the low part and see if something speaks to us?
Let's go explore the low part in a meaningful way and see if there's something we like.
Okay. What are they up to now?
They've sort of made their way back down into Manhattan.
No, they're having such fun.
Look, it's been 2 full hours, and they're about to be exactly where they started. And that is something that I love.
That's something that we all can celebrate.
We can all get behind it.
There's a lot of caterpillars in New York City, I guess. Well, actually, not in New York City, but New York as the state. There's a lot of caterpillars and smoke there.
We're transferring onto
I'm glad they're advertised too.
7 train.
We were looking at the map. And one thing that was scaring us a little bit was that Adam and Amy would have actually had really good timing on a Long Island Railroad train.
It was perfect.
It just goes kind of out.
Train's here.
Nailed that.
That was stressful.
Once
I'm glad he made it.
Long railroad train that just goes so fast to the very edges of Queens.
And it would make a lot of sense for them to have done that.
Because the timing from when they started at 11:30, there was one at 11:50 that took about 35 minutes to get to the last stop. That's still technically in New York City.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect. I mean, we're not certain that that's where they are, but
there's not that many options left once we look at the map, actually.
Yeah.
And that one makes
a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're really narrowing it down. Getting kind of tense.
Okay,
Not as tense as Tetris,
like,
though.
No tall buildings around these parts.
Yeah, I think what would be Slay Nation Win City is if we can find somewhere near here
That
where the
looks
tallest
like
thing isn't in this style. Because they'll walk this deep into this area and be like, all the buildings look like this. Would be my hope.
That'd be the hope.
It's hard to predict the thoughts of another.
We did think that they were on the Long Island Railroad out there. Is there a photo question we could use that would maybe...
I mean, if there's any way we could see the station.
Well, there's a train platform, but I'm not sure I'd be identified. Like,
I'm going to be right back. I have to go bathroom and show this mini. I will be back. Okay, I am back. I will say, it still hurts to walk, but I do think that the icy hat is actually helping because it's not as bad as it was before I put it on. So, that's nice.
Long Island Railroad versus
Subway.
Yeah.
different. I think that we could do some analysis on it. There's also so few Long Island Railroad stations out there that we could like see if like the walls match the architecture of what those stations look like. I would maybe be interested to see a photo of the platform in case maybe we can discern.
I'm not against trying. I think there's no hurt in trying.
Because I think there's a very good chance that they're on a Long Island Railroad station, and there's a very good chance that those look distinct enough from subway stations.
What do you think?
I think let's try it. It's one card.
Okay, I'm game.
Okay, so we've walked around the fancy area. I think the trouble is that
Amy and Adam were accidentally super zoomed in on this
area
shot.
within our
Whoops.
zone.
And it's like, it's so obvious how you get into it because you go through that bridge thing and you're like, wow, here I am.
I think that I am in favor of hiding near what I imagine is like public housing buildings.
Yeah, just going somewhere where the tallest thing is one of those.
Because they
and like,
all look the same.
yeah.
Just really get to
They would
appreciate
like
the
a
architecture
photo,
there.
of our train platform.
That's the subway.
We are going to need to head to the subway. We'll have to resume looking after we do this.
Okay.
My guess is that what they're trying to figure out is if we are on the Long Island Railroad or a subway.
Uh-huh.
This is my suspicion.
Which, this is the Long Island Railroad.
Yes, but
it's rather near the subway.
Yes, our zone is centered on the subway.
Yes.
Which is good, and we did it on purpose.
Yes.
Because there's a lot more subway stops and stations than there are
Lear stops. It's actually pronounced Lear.
It is the Lear.
The Lear.
Certainly my hope is that this will tell
Lear.
them nothing at all.
Though, a fun fact about the New York City subway versus many other systems like DC or whatever, the stations are generally designed to look different to give you the feeling that you're moving through space when you're underground.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. It's like
Iconic.
So they have different tiling, different lettering sometimes, but such a thick layer of dirt has accumulated on all of them that they're functionally identical.
Fair. Very fair.
Okay, so I believe that we have to take a picture that is visible from the train platform.
So we gotta swipe in.
Yeah, but let me check.
We gotta make a
rules guy. I'll just go down just me so we don't have to both swipe. Okay, I'm gonna go get a picture.
The photo must include a 5x5 section with 3 distinct elements, but text may be censored. Welcome back, Seer.
All right, here's what I got. We're allowed to blur text.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's pretty good, I think. I mean, that green line thing hopefully isn't too distinct, or maybe just directs them to the R.
Okay, that's set.
Oh, this is very interesting, Ben. That's an underground station.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a Long Island Railroad station.
No, and the further you get from Manhattan, the fewer the stations are underground.
Yeah.
Best I can tell, that would completely exclude
the Long Island Railroad line.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely overground. The rest of this train line, I think, is completely
My
overground.
hood is your hood
So
is
actually,
a very
what's still
cringe
possible is that
marketing
one.
slogan for
Is
that one
that line's
advertisement right
underground.
there.
I mean, I think that was pretty useful. So I think we 100% want to get off at
the big junction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be against riding up south and seeing if the stations fit.
It's not crazy, but it might be a waste of time. I would like some kind of affirmative thing being like, we're in the right zone.
I agree. If we're interpreting things correctly, I think that question might have actually just been really useful.
I think so too.
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
Because my confidence level is not high.
Now let's get our
At least
cards.
he's realistic.
All right.
You're welcome.
Well, we could use this or we could use it for our discard 2, draw 3, which I think I'd prefer.
Yeah, which now we have 2 to discard. You want to just do that right now?
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to use our discard 2, draw 3. We're going to discard these 2 cards. This card gets used as well. These all go away. And now we draw 3 new wonderful cards. Amy, would you like to draw them?
I'd love to. I take care. Okay. 1.
Is that bad times?
2.
Curse of the egg partner. The seekers
Egg
must acquire an
partner.
egg before asking another question. This egg is now treated as an official team member of the Seekers. If any team members are abandoned or killed, defined as any crack in the egg's case, before the end of your run, you are awarded an extra 45 minutes.
It's so good. I love this one.
Actually good.
It's one of my favorite curses.
3.
You now have a baby.
Okay, that's fine.
You have a little baby on board that you have to take delicate care of.
Curse of the egg partner. The casting calls it to discard 2 cards. And now we have 2 that suck.
Curse of the egg partner, they have to acquire an egg before asking another question. If any, oh, I wrote this. And I like this.
Do it now? I think the truth is you can buy an egg anywhere.
You can buy an egg anywhere, especially close to us. But my thought would be that it's valuable to delay them getting information now.
Yeah, I think we just do it now.
So we are discarding these 2 time bonuses into the trash. And Ben and Sam get egged.
Get egged.
Oh, shoot. I almost send them a picture that has, like, information about the subway.
We're not giving them any information.
Could we look up a photo of one of those stations and see if the tile matches?
Let me do that. Now we got cursed.
These dang curses. What is it?
They've actually gotten really lucky with curses, yeah.
We have a new team member. This new team member, really, we could have used some help earlier. Egg. What was the tile they sent? I mean, that could kind of be anywhere.
Yeah, but
Here.
green tile.
Green tile. Yeah, it's the same green tile. So what line is that?
It's the same line. It's just further on. I mean, we could ride one stop express on the E train to that stop.
But there could be other stops that have that green tile.
It's true.
But we do. I mean, I think we can be pretty confident that it's going to be one of a couple of stations.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is in that area, the buildings are rather tall. Whereas the one they sent.
Yeah, maybe
Not
we
that
could
tall.
match the building.
Okay, Amy, so, it would seem that they are headed straight towards us.
They seem like they're headed straight towards us, and I feel like garbage.
I don't think they know where we are on this line, and I am hopeful that our subway picture will not reveal it. But I would say we really need to figure out our hiding spot.
Yeah, it's getting down to the wire
what
for
we're
sure.
talking about at the minute is that there's a lot of these buildings like we showed you before that look similar. At the same time, our options for like places that are public that we could hide there are limited. We'd have to basically be on the street. Like, I don't know how tucked into anything we could be.
I think we should head up there, and if we find something better later, then we can
pivot. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
This is 74th Street, Broadway. This is a Flushing Main Street bound.
Well, that was a productive train ride. I think we probably got it to a couple of stations.
Yeah.
But Sam, we need to go pick up our partner.
Wait, I'm trying to read the hidden meaning behind New York subway colored tiles.
You gotta go pick up the egg, baby.
Tell me the deal. Tell me the deal.
I investigated the subway tile thing. The meaning of the subway tiles is that they're in clusters. So basically, all of the local stations between express stations will be the same color, and then they rotate.
Interesting.
So basically, there's going to be a green express station, and all the stops closer to Manhattan
are going to be green.
Than that one, yes. But that means that like it's going to be in zones. Knowing that it's green, we know that they're in a zone that has green stations.
Yeah, let's cross. I see a grocery over there.
Definitely narrowing it down.
That is bizarrely helpful.
Yeah, no, that's actually great. So we need to not.
Yeah, it is very good for them.
Yeah, well, or ourselves.
Almost 3 hours of hiding
If
time,
any
though.
of
Very impressive.
The teammates die, then we get penalized.
Oh.
The thing is, we are running up against our rest period.
Yeah, it's gonna get dark.
Which I was not expecting.
This way.
All right, Sam, let's find our teammate.
And we gotta find a safe home for the teammate.
We could also just keep him in his carton.
I suppose that's true, actually, yeah.
Get the fewest eggs.
Little babies.
These are all good.
I think that would be fine. I'll look after him.
Take the camera.
Okay.
The fact that they let Ben take it after he's dropped the mic multiple times is crazy.
Okay.
Got a lot of faith and trust in his friend, I suppose.
Jetlag audience. We
Hello.
have put ourselves at the nexus of a lot of these like similar height, similar vibe buildings. Now,
They are in the process of getting their egg. Maybe they have their egg by now.
yeah. So, I mean, reader,
Damn,
what would
that's
you
a
do?
lot of cars.
Can you send
Holy
me like a
shit.
telepathic message to the past and tell me which of these
I would be so
tallest
stressed
buildings
diving through an
potentially
area
is the
like
most
this.
nondescript? I'm thinking that maybe what we want to do.
Yeah,
we
very
go back
bold
to
move.
single
They have a
family
lot of
low,
faith in
far
him.
away, so that these are
Yeah.
the ones.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we're getting generic in a way that I'm kind of loving.
Well, because if we were to hide right here, this building would be the tallest.
Yeah, that is from my sight line taller than that one. Oh, and there's little steps for us.
Can I
Little
pitch you
chair.
on these steps?
Step
This is Adam in
chair.
that spot. POV, you're Adam.
Yeah, like that could be anything. I
Yeah.
feel good about here.
I feel good about here.
Oh, well, they're right next to the Berea Landia truck. I hope they're getting awesome tacos.
Look, I hope that Ben and Sam are having a really fun day where they're just like slowing down and enjoying this amazing city and not worrying about us so much.
Okay, this
Wait, have you checked their skins?
I have. I've determined that this is the hardiest egg.
Okay.
This is the egg most worthy of joining our team as our newest
It's
teammate.
so stressful to
Which
watch
means we
him
need
hold
a new
anything
team name,
man.
Because our team name is Bam. But now we have
Bam.
an egg. Now our team is
Bam.
Bam. Big Bam Bam.
Bag. It's Team Bag. Team
Team
Ben.
bag.
Me, Sam is the A. Egg is the G.
Okay.
Wow, he's got a luscious head of hair.
Yep. This is
Wow,
our
he's
teammate. We're
beautiful.
putting him back.
Absolutely stunning.
If he dies, we lose 45 minutes, which we cannot afford to
And
do.
it's your responsibility. No, I believe in you, Ben.
Now, let's find Adam and Amy.
Very bold to
That's a good
believe in
idea.
him, but
Research?
I applaud the trust
Who's gonna
in their
touch it?
friendship.
There it is.
Basically, where they
Immediately
are right now
starts poking
is
it
the
and trying
intersection
to
point
break
of
it.
the trains that come to us and the trains that don't. And if they get on the trains coming to us, I will freak out.
Sure.
I'll kind of totally freak out.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of impatiently staring at this map, waiting for them to go like one train stop in a direction, so that we can decide how bad to feel. Is that right, Adam?
Fair.
I think they're gonna blow it.
Okay, little update,
So confident.
from us. We're still looking.
Yeah.
The thing is, we've been able to find 2 stations that have the same green tile
But
as the photo that they sent.
the problem is that, like, looking at photos from the station, the buildings are really tall around there, and the photo that they sent did not look like a tall building.
Yeah, it's hard to say though. It really is hard to say.
I don't know. I think it's not that hard to say.
Sam doesn't think it's.
I mean,
hard to say.
at least at the scale of the buildings around here, to me, pretty definitively taller than the ones in this area.
I mean, you can tell they are closed just from the
Oh my
architecture.
god. Well, but also like
Immediately
not
drops the
going on
camera
where else
again,
my house
but
is
he
called.
has
Also, I don't know
egg
what
duty.
else at
It's
this point
so
is
fucking
possible.
insane.
I mean, I think we need to recheck our work and stuff, but like, oh
Look, what we know is that those stations are definitely in play. Of the interiors of those stations match exactly.
yeah. I mean, theoretically, it wouldn't take long to just go down to one of them, but I don't know really what that would accomplish.
Honestly,
We
relatable.
could
That
look
would
for
be
the
me.
building first.
I'd be.
could, it just-
I should.
I don't know. To me, it seems so unlikely.
I would be the worst
I mean, I
person
don't
to
know where else
assign
to
egg
look.
duty.
Let's give it like 2 or 3 more minutes.
Okay.
I'm
See if we
I'm
can figure
very
something
clumsy
out.
and I drop things very
Spoiler
easily because my
alert, we're
hands
not
don't
gonna
always
find
work.
something else, I don't think.
Well, not with that attitude.
All right, I'll
Not
look.
with that
I'll look,
attitude.
but we're not gonna find anything.
All right.
He's making me
Ben
nervous,
and
I know,
Sam seem to be
right?
Taking kind of.
It's so
an
stressful.
infinite amount of time to figure out what to do next.
We're in our hiding spot.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to get close to the rest period. It gets dark super early in New York, so it's possible this will go into tomorrow.
Yeah, but before, we wanted to like pay one more little visit to a place that we love.
The snack zone, baby!
Yippee! The snack zone.
Today in the snack zone, we'll be trying Trader Joe's Jingle Jangle.
Jingle jangle.
And jingle jangle to you.
Now we're just getting our asses jangled.
Hell yeah. I love a good snack zone segment.
I think, given that we've matched the tile and they're in play,
I guess
it's worth at least going.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of dumbfounded because, like, again, that photo seems so off.
There are lots of ways to manipulate building photos.
I agree. I mean, yeah. At this point, now that we've rechecked our work, I'm a believer that we should at least go.
The egg says we should go.
Really?
Yay,
That's
snack
true.
zone.
Yeah, that's true. That's democracy.
And that's a real teammate, officially.
Yeah, no, it's true that it is.
I think what we should do is we should go there and we should drop a radar that encompasses both stations.
I see the logic, yeah.
If it's not either of those two,
Then
we don't have any.
big trouble.
Okay, we're going not.
You gotta protect that egg,
Forest
baby,
Hills.
with your life,
all the way to
Ben.
Jamaica?
With your fucking
Yeah.
life. They're closing in.
There it is.
Is that not the right color?
That's the right color.
It's the right color.
Well,
I feel terrible.
it would seem that they are, in fact, here.
How here?
I mean,
Oh.
Boo. But I mean,
my
3
guess
minutes
is that it
or
was the
3
main
hours
queen
is very
of
impressive.
the subway
I will say,
station.
very
There
impressive.
was nothing I could do. It
No,
was the
I
only
look.
distinct
I choose to believe that you had no choice.
Well, it's a good thing we were already at our hiding spot.
Oh, does it always feel this bad?
Yeah, it feels pretty bad every time.
And okay, let's look.
It's
Pipe.
three tiles high of a stripe.
I wonder, could we find that graffiti there? Look, Ben. That is
See
the
it?
thing. Well, that's not the right one. Should we check the other platform? The fact that the pipe is in the right spot and everything makes me.
I'm pretty confident that it's this or the other one.
Oh, Ben. Ben,
You see the graffiti?
it's right. Yep. I mean, it's not graffiti actually.
Not graffiti.
That's it. 100%.
Hell
That's a
yeah.
lock.
Yeah, that is.
Fucking got their asses.
Hell yes.
Okay. Well,
We're now. That's our day.
that is the rest period.
Yeah. So.
I mean, this is their station. They're within a quarter mile of here,
Yeah.
which means that we're already in the end game. We didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that's true. What's her name?
Matilde.
Good night, Matilde.
Okay, good night from me and Sam and Matilde.
I really hope that we can find them faster than they're finding us.
I think we can.
Yeah?
All right, Amy. Well, I have good news for you, which is that we have survived until 4 p.m., which is the rest period. It gets dark super early in New York this time of year. So gameplay will pause, and we will see you back here when we resume.
Bye. It's colder today.
Today, it's a colder day than it was before.
You
but
can tell because we're in different hats.
It's true. Both of us are in different hats.
Vibrationally, I feel like yesterday,
It was pretty good.
it went well, but I was feeling bad. But today I'm feeling sort of fired up,
I
locked in.
love her sweater. It's
They,
so
look,
pretty.
They might find us soon, and that's fine because we're gonna find them really fast.
Ben. That's cinema.
Cinema.
Good morning.
Good
We're so back.
morning.
We are so back. We are well rested.
He has
as
gorgeous
is our
eyes.
egg, who is still alive. But where were we, Sam? I believe we were about to find
Ben, we're burning time.
Adam and Amy.
We should go.
Okay, let's go.
Here. Well, we now know they're here.
We do. We have confirmed it. So now
Oh, we gotta ask a question.
we've
Before
got
we get like cursed or
I will say, there's some stuff going on in the background of the place that I have to live. So I might periodically mute. If I'm clearly talking and I stay muted, please let me know, as you guys usually do. But I'm just saying I might periodically mute.
Something.
We gotta take a look-see here. It's probably not a tentacles that's gonna be that useful here.
No, I think we want a photo of some sort.
Do we want to just get a photo of them?
Sure. Of them or like of tallest thing, maybe?
Tallest thing you can see.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of tall-ish things around here, so like the chances
Whoa.
of it being something that we can.
What? Why are there so many green cars? There's like 3 green cars in a row. What the hell?
Yeah, let's ask for the photo of the tallest structure in their sightline.
All right.
We have a text.
What has been the longest time-wise in one of the videos? I don't know off the top of my head, but I do think if I'm remembering the Japan series correctly, I do believe taxis are green now. I didn't know that. There's green taxis. I didn't know. I do believe that the Japan series specifically, there were some impressive times. I believe there was at least a couple of times that they did have to go over at least another day or two, because of like they really chose like obscure areas. I remember there was like a lot of like kind of more deep in like mountainous areas, forests and stuff. So I think Japan's times are pretty impressive, but I couldn't tell you like the exact amount. Sometimes there's really impressive times though. I don't think there's ever at least been a time where they were found in like less than an hour. I think they usually typically at least have like 2 or 3 hours is a pretty average time for them. So I always find it pretty impressive.
Stupid question.
Unsurprisingly, they have asked for the tallest structure in our sight line. This is the exact reason why we picked this place.
Now, unfortunately, very few of these like tall, bricky buildings look identical.
Yeah.
They've got different stuff going on with the windows and the balconies and the roof. So this won't necessarily like, you know, they're not going to look at the wrong one for a while necessarily, but they're not going to see it from afar, we don't think. And they might see something else from afar.
No, well, the
fooled.
thing is, this looks like all the other.
This is as generic as we can get.
Let's, in fact, draw our card. Okay.
Okay, we get to draw a card, and we're going to draw this card, which is discard 2, draw 3.
Well, this is not very useful to us.
We don't have 2.
No.
Undeniably.
You know.
We've got our photo.
Oh, that was quick.
So I mean, it's like an apartment building. It's a pretty average looking apartment building.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are brick. I mean, it could even be...
But
Another one. I guess they are taxis.
Low.
Well, like
it's like something
So
like
many.
that.
honestly, it looks like the windows match with that building over
That's
there.
such a specific color. I mean, I guess I've never been in a taxi, so I don't know when they changed, but it's such an interesting
Should we go
color.
walk over there?
I suspect something, Sam, which is that all of the buildings here look exactly the same.
Well, no,
it
like,
is a taxi.
Let's go look at that one. Like, yes, they all look more or less the same, but like only so many of them have a single wide window like that.
I don't know, Sam.
I mean, we're gonna need something more, I agree. There's a somewhat unique, you see the corner has this somewhat unique brick pattern, which I don't think that one does.
Like those buildings there, Sam. You see those?
I see those.
It's about as tall as one of those.
Should we just walk over there and...
Well, okay,
They're
here's
closing
something that I
in,
just
y'all.
observed about the map. If you look at this, like this, all the streets there are identical.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's cross at least, because it sure looks good that they're in this identical street area.
I mean, look, we ought to ask another question before we get cursed.
We should.
I mean, we could ask for another photo.
I don't hate it. We have a small enough zone. Like, we can move through this zone pretty quickly. I think we probably want another photo.
Okay, let's ask for a photo of them.
Okay.
Amy, they are obsessed with asking us questions.
Oh, do they have another one of their stupid questions?
They'd like to have a photo of us. Now, I would say that they're incredibly close to where we are.
That sucks.
So, I mean, for what it's worth, Ben, there are a lot of buildings that look close to the building from their photo, but they're not identical.
But Sam, I think this is their plan.
Yes, I know, but like
this is their damn plan.
Well, no, I think it's a good thing, Ben, because it means that like if we spot the building, we know it's the building.
I feel like we're in the maze. I feel like we're just entering the maze. Sam.
We're entering the maze.
We're entering the maze.
It does. It's a good thing that building does have a fairly distinctive.
Very fitting that there's a bunch of
piece of
hedge
masonry on the
fences.
edge.
Yeah, so we just need to be looking at the corners, because like that corner doesn't have it.
No.
That corner doesn't have it.
Okay, here's the thing, Sam. There's only like one hospital anywhere near here.
Yeah.
It's like right there. So like if we ask them if they are closer to or further from a hospital, it'll just tell us.
Yeah.
Are they that way or this way?
Let's at least walk this street and scan all these buildings before.
All right.
Like there's a lot of buildings that could match on this street.
But let's go ahead and take our picture.
Yeah.
They're headed this way.
That sucks.
They're so
I'm gonna
cute.
move the camera so that it's not so conspicuously just out there. Okay, they're very close. Let's send it.
I knew they'd go straight to 69th Street.
69.
3-minute time bonus, whatever.
It's gonna change everything.
Oh, we got a photo. We got a photo of them. I mean, look. They're in like an alley.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be sandwiched between two of these buildings, I think.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Let's see if we can find an alley, I think to the left.
They're around the corner.
That sucks.
The bus is our friend. The bus walks us.
Oh my god,
Never leave,
Coca-Cola.
Take the filming phone, I want to do a little map work.
And there's so many of these buildings, Sam.
Yeah, but it's a quarter-mile zone, man.
I guess it's a good sign we haven't been cursed yet.
There they are, they're closing in. Oh shit.
Or it's a sign of things to come.
I just think like
camouflage.
near the end here, getting in as many questions until you can get cursed. Like, unless they pull a really good time bonus.
Wait, look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that same sort of trim.
This doesn't have the right
That must be
shape.
so scary to see them out in the distance.
No way, no way, no way.
The fact they got this close to something else, yeah, it seems like it. There's a
I just want to
bus.
look at the other corners of this building, because like that top bit.
Is it exactly the same?
It is exactly the same.
I looked away for like 2 seconds.
They're so
let's
close, they're closing in.
Here,
They're just standing there,
look at the other corner,
menacingly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really close, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're right there.
Oh, good job.
Found. Almost 4 full hours. Pretty impressive.
Good morning.
There they are.
Look
Oh,
what
you
the
didn't even finish your coffee.
dragged in.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Adam.
It was a pretty funny moment when we saw you over there and you walked past.
Where as Ben was talking my ear off about like we need to ask more questions.
Yeah, and you probably should have, in my opinion.
I'm annoyed that you found this building so fast. We spent a really long time trying to find the building that would be hardest to locate.
I have for you an investigation book.
Whoa.
And it's
So close
what
you
a
could
quality
taste them.
print.
What an amazing product that, as I understand it, is now available in metric.
And that's true. And that's
And here,
I have for you some wonderfully printed cards. We will see you.
we'll see you in 1
in
hour
exact-
and 1 minute.
Wait, Ben, we need to run.
Funky
We need to run.
pants.
We need to run.
Okay.
We don't need to run, but it might be manipulative if they think that we need to run, right?
Oh, they're moving. They're moving.
They're fucking
We should
schmoving.
dance to the montage music.
I mean, it's also 4 hours across 2 days, which I think also adds to how impressive it is, because they managed to stump them enough that they were not found the first day. They needed about an additional hour to find them the second day. I think that's pretty impressive.
The next stop is Clark.
The next stop is Clark.
How's that look?
Can't tell, but
Okay.
welcome to Wall Street.
Oh shit!
Howdy.
That is the first episode. What is everybody? I'll do a poll. How we feeling about jet lag? Hell yeah. All right. There's a poll. How everybody feeling? If you're not a chatter, don't worry. You can participate anonymously in a poll. You don't have to worry about speaking in chat. It is all anonymous. But what's everybody's first impression? Do we enjoy? Hell yeah. Yeah. Loved it. Hell yeah. I'm so honored to get to be your guys' introduction to Jetlag. It's a really good time, isn't it? It's great. Okay.
Welcome to
So now it is reverse roles. Now we have Sam and Ben as the hiders, and Ben and Sam as the hiders, and Adam and Amy as the seekers. It really does feel like something I would see on TV, right? I appreciate, though, that they're not on Netflix. I feel like people... I don't think it happens as much nowadays, but I feel like people are like... They say that they would want people to have, like, a Netflix show or something as, like, a compliment. Like, I would really love to see you get big and have that, like, big moment for yourself. But, like... I feel like there's also some times where that has happened, but because it's like genuinely fully corporate, you lose a lot of the charm that you can really only have with like the freedom of YouTube. I ended it, but yeah, I'm glad that you also enjoy. It's very high quality. I think, like, maybe, like, a Netflix special someday would be nice. I'd appreciate that, but I hope that they stay on, like, YouTube and Nebula for the most part, because I feel like they have a lot more freedom doing it just on their own. And, I mean, you know, it's nice to have this high quality, and you don't have to pay for any kind of streaming service to see it, you know?
Wall Street.
Hello and welcome to the New York Stock Exchange. We have come here to sell the home game on the stock market. And if I know anything about stocks, Sam, which I don't, that means we're gonna be billionaires.
Buy our meme coin.
Hello and welcome back to the second episode. And
though I
technically
will
finale
say, I don't think anything Watcher did ended up going onto like Netflix and Hulu, but there was at least a time where BuzzFeed Unsolved was on Hulu, I think. So I feel like that would kind of be the most ideal, just having the content they're already making directly put onto a streaming platform instead of trying to kind of remix it to be confined to like streaming platform rules. That would be ideal. I would scream my fucking throat out if I saw Jetlag on like Hulu or Netflix, just their episodes uploaded. That would be the most ideal scenario.
Our 2-episode mini-season of hide and seek across New York City. Last episode, Adam and Amy were found in Forest Hills, Queens after hiding for a total time of 4 hours and 0 minutes. A strong score and one that's going to be tough to beat. From there, Ben and I had exactly 1 hour to find a new hiding spot somewhere else in the city. We decided to head to Wall Street, the densest part of Manhattan, for what we hope is a nightmarish endgame. Now, Adam and Amy have exactly 4 hours to find us. If they can't, the win is ours. Got it? Good. Here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
It's 9:24, and in 10 seconds, the round will start, and there is a Long Island Railroad train to Grand Central in 10 minutes, and so we are going to be moving very quickly. And the round has started. We are going to ask if they are in our same borough.
Queens.
Queens. We considered very heavily asking if they were on the same landmass as us. The trouble is there are some weird islands that would have been left out of that, and we did not want to leave an opening for this.
Yeah, we didn't want a situation where if they were on one of those islands, it would take us ages to get there because we didn't think of it.
So if the answer to this is no, which frankly, I very much think the answer will be no.
We are expecting no.
Then we're gonna go straight to Grand Central. If the answer is yes, I don't have any idea what we're going to do, but I know we'll figure it out together.
And it'll be fun, and it'll be in Queens, which is where we are.
That's so true. If they haven't left Queens, I would argue that they've made a mistake, but you know, they've done it in the past.
They've made many mistakes in the past. For instance, getting on the wrong side of us.
True. That was a big mistake.
They are over in Queens, starting their thing.
In fact, we already got our first question.
Wait, can I guess what it's going to be, Sam?
Sure. Guess what it's going to be.
I bet they're going to ask if we're in the same borough as them.
Yes, it's the same borough question.
I knew it.
So it's going to be a no. But we chose this location because we thought that they would ask this, and we're not in Queens.
I think that they're going to be happy because that eliminates a lot of the map, but I think they might not actually realize how far into other boroughs we could have gotten.
Because we got here with 2 minutes to spare.
Yeah, this was
Wow,
very, very
impressive.
narrow.
Yeah.
I think the strengths of this location is very dense. Lots of stations, lots of hiding spots, lots of potential end game little tricks.
Yeah.
Which
we picked a very busy spot here.
The biggest weakness of this location is probably
finance bros.
The other weakness is there are very tall buildings. So if they ask for the photo of the tallest thing from the station, we are probably gonna have to send them a pretty tall building, and that might tell them a lot.
We should look at all the Wall Street station exits to try to find one that, you know, you can't see something that tall.
Yeah, basically we just want to find a tall building that is as generic as possible or not tall at all.
I agree.
Amy, as expected, they are not in the borough of Queens.
All right.
So we're gonna want to go ahead and get on the Lear.
The Lear? There's a double R, Adam. Please have some respect.
And we'll figure out what we do from there. All right, 6 minutes, no problem.
6 minutes, no problem.
6 minutes,
To me,
no
for a guy like me,
problem.
that's no problem at all. Yeah. Here's a question that I have for you. Do we want to just go ahead and ask for a photo of the tallest building they can see from their station? Because it's going to take them 10 minutes to answer, and we kind of have 10 minutes to kill as we take this train.
I guess we could get a vibe of like if it's...
Yeah, the vibe, it's easiest to get a vibe early on.
Yeah, because like the financial district is not where I would hide if I were them, but it's definitely like one of the further places they could get.
Okay, hello, we've got our coffees, and now?
So I guess slight addendum to the we need to find the best exit of the train station as quickly as possible plan, but we had to get coffee first.
We did have to get coffee
first. It's understandable.
We got
yeah,
our coffee, so
agree,
we're gonna go ahead and
understandable.
draw for that first question. Okay, we got a little 3-minute bonus. Curse of the Overflowing Chalice.
Curse of the Overflowing Chalice. For the next 3 questions, you may draw, not keep, an additional card when drawing from the hider deck.
And veto.
Oh, veto.
This is a good one.
But what if, I guess the veto, the tallest, would we want to veto tallest building?
Oh, maybe we do.
But then they just ask it again.
But for double.
I think maybe we do. I feel like
I think the veto basically gets us an extra card because they're gonna ask it again.
We got yelled at a lot for not using vetoes enough in Japan.
That's true. Okay, that's true. Just to prove that we like the veto, because I do think the veto, given that there's like
At least
one
they're
question we really don't want to get
self-aware.
asked, I think the veto is the way to go.
Every change in the world that they just ask it again.
But then we get 2 cards, and that's pretty good.
Let's give it a shot.
Am I pointing at it?
No. No. Oh, yep. Wait. Just here. You gotta stay. The key is you stay
I
still.
wanted to hold it up like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
And I've done it.
I don't know where I put my ticket. The next station.
You don't know where you put your ticket?
Sure, it's in one of my big pockets.
As we take this journey, I think we should go ahead and ask for a photo just to sort of get a vibe.
We're asking tallest building both because it'll help us in the short game and because it'll give us a vibrational sense of like...
I like tallest building visible from station. Let's go with that.
Send?
Yeah, send it.
answer our questions.
Nope. Nope. No answer question. Ban question.
Okay, well, we got the question that we were worried we were going to get asked, but we did fortunately just get a veto.
So we play it?
I think we play. I think that's the question that we are most scared of.
We kept it for this reason, so.
Yeah, and they could ask it again, but then we get 2 cards. It'll be interesting to see if they just ask it again. Because honestly, like, if they ask it again, we draw 2 cards off that, it's not catastrophic. It's just tells them more than we like.
Yeah.
I say we hit them with the veto.
Let's do it. But let's do it at the end of the time.
Yep.
We need to maximize every minute. And hey, this way we get to keep enjoying our coffee. Oh, don't sign it yet.
No, I'm not. I'm just taking a picture.
Amy, I think it's time to reveal something.
Veto
to the
time.
Is it time to tell the audience our big secret?
It's time to tell them.
Our big secret? Okay.
Our big secret.
Our big secret is that we're style boys for life.
Hell yeah.
This is a reference that almost no one's going to get.
Yeah, I argued that maybe we should just be wearing these and not do a big reveal, but I think for the 5 of you who are into this, this was a really
People are gonna love it. Amy,
beautiful. Iconic.
You ready?
Hold on, I will be right back. I got pie again. Okay, I'm back.
Dog.
You said that you needed one.
I do. Wow, this rocks. You ever heard of New York City? Because there she is, but also here she is, because the whole city is the city.
Well, they're on the move. It looks like they're heading towards Manhattan.
Well, makes sense.
I think their next step is to figure out, are we in Manhattan or are we in Brooklyn or the Bronx?
Yeah, but I guess they've already asked St. Borough.
They've already asked St. Borough, so it's going to be a little trickier. They could do like a north-south.
True. Yeah.
That could pretty cleanly tell them whether or not we're in Brooklyn. But actually, we would be south of them, so they might think we're in Brooklyn.
Speaking of numbers, metric.
Oh, yes. Good news. We have fixed all of the problems that all of you people have with us. We have made a metric version of hide and seek that is shipping from Europe, so you can get it for reasonable prices in Europe, and it is actually in metric.
Ben, I say this with full sincerity, but what the f is a kilometer?
I don't know. Go, if you're European, if you're part of our European audience,
Freaks.
go ahead and pick up the metric game. It's even better.
No.
And if you're American, get yourself a copy. It's even better. It's the same.
Except it has
Except
wherever
it has
the
metric.
kilometers are. They're still coming towards us.
Well, they're just sort of arriving in Manhattan.
They're already in Manhattan?
Yeah.
They only started 26
Whatever
minutes
the
ago.
fuck that
yeah,
is.
I think they just sort of beeline for Manhattan as soon as they knew that we weren't in Queens. I don't know what they're gonna do next.
Our next plan is to ask them.
Once we get off the train, we will analyze this photo.
That's what you guys are filming? It's called Jetlag, the game. It's like we're playing hide and seek across the city with
We're
our
playing
friends.
hide and seek. We're trying to find
We're
our
trying
friends.
to find. They're not.
No,
in
they're
Queens.
not in Queens.
Okay, but that leaves a few options.
If you go on YouTube and search Jetlag, you'll find it.
Okay.
Amy, I'd like to welcome you to Grand Central Station. Amy, they have vetoed our question.
Our tallest building question?
My opinion is that we should strongly consider asking it again or asking a different question that would get us similar information.
You wanna go down the
Because why
stairs?
would they veto it?
Why would they veto it? If
they
it's
had
distinct?
something to hide.
Yes. Or if they're trying to like make us think they have something to hide. But ultimately, this costs one card, right?
Yeah, but it would be, they would get to do 2 cards because it would cost double. Is there a different question that we prefer?
Our plan, once we got off the wonderful Long Island Railroad, anyway, was
Yeah.
to ask if we're on the same landmass, which is Manhattan, which will cover like the whole borough of Manhattan
Yeah.
besides Roosevelt Island, which is technically somewhere they could be. Maybe we do that anyway.
Sure.
And if it's right, we double back on our photo question.
Here's what I think we should do. Let's ask if they're on the same landmass as us, and then based on that, decide if we want to re-ask this.
Solid
Do you feel
plan.
good about that?
Yeah, I think send that now, and then we'll talk about based on, what answer.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, and this is sort of really preliminary, but the picture that they sent of
the
the
thing.
card includes cobblestones,
Yeah.
and that is sort of a 5
Yeah,
die.
narrows down a
Look,
lot.
it has a FI-die 5-odd.
Oh, we just got a text. Same landmass. Uh-oh. That was a good question.
That is a clever way of doing same borough, isn't it? Because we are not on the wonderful landmass of Long Island. We are, in fact, on the landmass of Manhattan.
Ben, this is not ideal.
So the answer is yes.
This is not ideal, Ben.
Answering their question, yes, we are on the same landmass. Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was clever. They're clever. They're clever, those two.
They are.
Fortunately, we get to look at the top 3 and draw one of them.
Boo. Boo.
Okay.
Randomize.
I guess we'll take a randomize.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love a good curse, but we haven't seen a great one yet.
All right, how about let's start looking for a hiding spot.
They
Maybe now
do
that
not
they're on
have the
same
same
island as
curse
us.
luck.
Yeah, we might
That-
have to kind of hurry up.
Although if they start coming here soon,
They're
that
not
might be a
gonna
moot
add.
point.
Yeah, we might be.
Because
kinda
their
cursed.
their
We'll
curse
see.
look was
My
crazy.
guess, I just want to put out my theory right now, which is that they're in lower Manhattan and they know that sending us a skyscraper would give it away. I'd like to put up that that is my leading
This is
theory.
plausible to me as well.
They are on the same landmass as us.
This is absolutely land massive, in my opinion.
Love
also,
that.
while Adam does his art, check out where we are.
The other
Pretty.
thing I would say that I love is this means they're like not on Roosevelt Island, they're
Yeah.
not on Liberty Island or any of that bullshit.
Yeah, this makes it a lot simpler. Adam's updating the map. I am gonna ask the tallest building one. We've decided that like, we'll cope with the consequence of the cards, but
Yeah.
I want to know what that dang building is.
I feel like there's a good chance we're going to regret it if we don't re-ask it, so let's just re-ask it.
I just think that there's a chance in Manhattan that they're going to send us a picture of this building, and we could literally know what it is.
Yeah. While we wait for them to answer, which will take 10 minutes, do we want to go south or north or like to a better hub? Or is Grand Central the best hub?
You're not to apologize.
I mean, we could get the shuttle over to Times Square. That's more lines.
While we wait for their answer, let's shuttle over to Times Square just because that has the most connectivity.
And also because we love Times Square.
Well, that's not what I would say, but let's go there.
Ben, look at these fat pigeons.
I mean, it's fat pigeon season.
It is fat
Beautiful.
pigeon season. Oh my God, those
They're
are
all fat.
Those are some chompers.
They're
oh
just,
my God.
they're having a
Ben,
great time.
They went for it again. Tallest building.
Look, at least we get two. At least we get two off of that sucker.
I feel like now that they know it's Manhattan, it's less.
Yeah, because we're just gonna show them a pretty generic tall building.
Yeah, we spotted one coming out that we're pretty sure we like.
So we can take a picture from any of the station exits.
Yeah, there was one that we saw when we exited that we liked. I think it was this way.
Because like, I think a lot of these feel too identifiable.
Damn, those are some tall
Sam, from here,
buildings.
I think the tallest building is that one.
This one right here? Or that one? I think
No, that one is
Yeah,
taller.
that one.
And that one is very generic.
Yeah,
Like, from this exit, that is the tallest building.
yeah. All right, let me.
And I think it's pretty, I think if we get a good angle on it, it could look like it's uptown. Yeah? Yeah, I think send that. Look, they know we're in Manhattan, but that could easily be near Times Square.
Could be anywhere.
It could be around Central Park. Here's one thing I worry about, Sam,
Yeah.
that I just realized. I just remembered. Adam used to work right around here. And so I just am worried that Adam's evil finance background could come back to haunt us.
Careful, we're gonna get him canceled.
Yeah. Well, Sam, the good news is we do get 2 rewards off that one.
All right,
I mean,
right,
to
Ben?
be fair,
got
getting him
rewards.
canceled would probably be a weird
Discard one, draw
advantage.
2. Not amazing.
All right.
Time bonus. Should we play the discard 1, draw 2?
Yeah, just discard the 2-minute time bonus and draw 2.
Oh, Curse of the Impressionable Consumer.
A curse!
Curse of the
Finally!
impressionable consumer. Seekers must enter and gain admission, if applicable, to a location or buy a product that they saw an advertisement for before asking another question. The advertisement must be out in the world, not on a seeker's device, and must be at least 100 feet from the product or location itself.
That's not bad.
Seeker's next question is free, though. They could hit us with their tentacles.
And it's also New York. This is gonna be easy, but
Yeah.
oh, that's a big time bonus.
Okay, nice, juicy 18-minute. That is the biggest time bonus.
This is the biggest time bonus. Nice.
Hell
Alright,
yeah,
we
their
just
looks
keep both
turning
these, so, yep.
around.
All right,
Okay, let's keep looking for hiding spots.
we'll really start looking, but yeah.
Here we go.
We're here in Times Square. We've just ridden end to end on the S line. One of the instances of the S line, anyway. There's a couple of them.
Welcome to Times Square.
We've received a picture. It looks like this. The 2 main things are obviously the building that's lit up that is most of it, but also in the lower left corner, this more ornate, older looking thing.
I am not convinced that that's a building. It might be.
Adam thinks it might be a bridge
It also
because
might be the underside.
there are bridges like that around Grand Central where we just were.
Yeah. I mean, we need to just sort of chop Manhattan into the top and the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
There are a few ways of doing this. I mean, a thermometer is the obvious way to do it.
yes.
We could just go all the way down to Fidei and do a 3-mile thermometer. Just sort of take a guess.
Yeah. And then worst case, we just like
We just
hop
pop
on,
back up.
get an express right back up. Do we have any better options than that?
We
Also,
could go north if you prefer that. North gets us more towards the center of Manhattan. So maybe it's better.
but the bottom has more train lines we could take back up. Yeah, I mean, I guess if thermometer is the only way to do it. Yeah, because what's sort of like, are there any measurings that could cut this well?
Sam,
Yes,
tell us about this church.
this church is
Hello,
called.
Ruby, welcome in. Yeah, it's a YouTube show that is ran by the channel Jetlag the Game, where they play different children's games across different countries and places around the world, but with a lot more strategy involved because they have a bunch of special rules and stuff. So, good to see you.
Trinity Wall Street. Apparently its global property portfolio is worth $6 billion. Like literally this church is.
Damn.
And they also have one of the only cemeteries in Manhattan. Look at how old these are. That person died in 1798. And don't you dare Europeans be like, oh, my Starbucks is older than that. This is America. That's very old.
That is very old
for this.
And they still got on Jetlag the Game.
They have more real. There are apartments smaller than their gravesite in Manhattan.
Yeah, that is true. Sam, I don't know where we're gonna hide, and they are figuring out where we are.
Yeah, let's go. We're getting distracted. Let's go.
Okay, we gotta focus up. Where's the Federal Reserve? I want to see the Federal Reserve.
It's up there. You want to go say hi to Jay Powell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the obvious thing is a thermometer, so we should do a thermometer.
I think we should do a thermometer. Let's just get the most express train south because the vibes are saying south to me.
Okay. That will be, I believe, I mean, it would technically be the A, but I think we should do the 2-3 because it's right here. You have to walk a block wide for the A.
Okay, let's take the 2-3. So we're going to start our 3-mile thermometer now.
I will text them that we are starting a 3-mile thermometer. Oh, thank you. As the train was pulling in, there was a girl in the window who was smiling so big. And as she was getting off, she waved and she said, good luck. And we didn't get to talk to her, but if you're watching, you had amazing vibes. Your energy was as kind as I've ever seen, and I hope you're well.
That's so sweet. That's awesome. Imagine being that person. That'd be the best compliment ever.
They're moving quick. I feel like our best chance is like a nice, hefty end game. It's the Federal Reserve.
Ben, as you know, Jetlag the Game is an educational show. So explain to us the role of the Federal Reserve.
We're going to learn about the Federal Reserve. Here it is. 5% of the world's gold is like right underneath our feet right now. There's a giant gold vault, and they move the gold around from room to room so that different countries can pay each other. I don't know why they have to do that, but they do.
Yeah.
So that there's the economy.
And it's good that we have economy, right?
And it's good that we have the economy.
Boo,
yes,
economy,
right?
boo!
Okay, where are we gonna hide, Sam? They're closing.
We really keep getting distracted by touring. This is basically the north end of our zone. So if we kind of just like curve to the right, I think we'll kind of scope out the perimeter of our zone.
Are there any good pups?
There is.
Sam, tell us about pups.
Privately owned public spaces.
Yeah.
It's like a thing in Manhattan where some of these buildings are required to have public spaces. And
the thing is, like, they don't actually want people going in those public spaces. No. So sometimes they're kind of hard to find.
So there's one that we could check out that I believe is in our zone. It's called the Elevated Acre, Ben.
Okay.
And it'll just be in our zone if we walk this way.
I do think that our best bet here is that we find a little hiding spot that is just really unintuitive.
And like, you can't see much from.
Yeah. Is it clear what direction they're thermometering yet?
The next stop is 14th Street.
So we just need to get to Chambers Street. That'll be 3 miles.
Yeah.
Which is not very many stops. It's only 2 stops from now.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, they're headed our way. Oh, God.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, God.
That's not good.
No.
Because as soon as they finish that thermometer, they're gonna know that we are.
Guys, it's already so tense, and they've only been hiding for an hour.
We did not choose this place because it would be hard to find this area. We chose it because it would be hard to find us in this area.
Yeah, but like, it's not gonna get us like 2 hours.
I don't know.
I know, it's not even, we need more than 2 hours now. We're only 1 hour and 10 minutes in.
All right, welcome to Chambers Street, where we will be ending our thermometer.
Is there anything worth doing or any place worth going while we wait for an answer to our thermometer question?
Let's go outside, just because we've been underground so much. Here's what I'll say. If the answer is warmer, then they're absolutely cooked. If the answer is colder, then
the oven is preheating.
Yeah.
But they're cooked. Here we are in beautiful, the financial district.
Yeah.
This is where the money happens. I used to work here.
Not in finance.
Not in finance, in lying. And I would walk around and I feel very out of place because I did still dress like this.
Oh, okay, they're
honestly iconic.
They've ended their thermometer.
Where are they?
Oh, they are really not far, Ben. They are really not far.
Okay.
They're at Chambers Street.
Oh no.
Oh, Chambers Street.
Clearly
God
they managed.
damn.
Clearly
Okay.
they managed because
Just
we got
keep
quite
your
a bit
eyes
of time
peeled
left.
for anywhere that is going to be hard to identify.
The problem with anywhere here is if they ask for like anything that gives away that we can see the river, they know we're on the river and then it's easy.
Really, the thing is, we just want to avoid being able to show them a building that they're going to be able to really easily spot.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did you answer?
No, but we have like...
We want to randomize?
But wouldn't that just do another thermometer?
It would, but they might have to travel further.
Not a bad idea.
I'd say we should try it. It might just get a shorter thermometer, in which case it wouldn't matter.
Let's give it a shot, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Should I hit it?
Tell them randomize.
Clock. A big clock. Because time is of the essence.
So true.
In this game and in life, you know? Okay. They've randomized our question, which is a little weird because it's a thermometer.
Yeah, so the way that this is going to work is there are 3 thermometers available.
Half mile, 3 mile, and 10 mile. We initially did the 3 mile.
But now it can't be that. So if it lands on the 10 mile, then in order to use this, we would need to be 10 miles away from the point where we started, which we can't really do, which would be bad.
That would demand leaving Manhattan, which we know is not worth our while.
So we just need to randomly select between 2 options, and I have a dice here, so we're just...
Someone is fucking popping fireworks. It is the 6th, okay? It's over. Independence Day is over. Fuck off. Throw them out. My God, I hate people.
Can use the dice. Amy, if this is a 1, 2, or 3, it's a half mile, and we're good. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, it's a 10 mile, and we're in pretty big trouble.
And I'm just gonna emphasize that whatever happens here, good or bad, is not really my fault.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
and that has nothing to do with me.
We're gonna have to just abandon this question, which means that they are going to get the cards.
Yeah, which is annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I think there's nothing we can do about it.
Is that the elevated acre?
It might be, actually. Should we go up?
Yeah, it looks like there's stairs over there. That could be tricky. That could be tricky.
But there's also, like
this?
Here.
Just this little corner.
Well, the benefit of this is that it restricts a lot of sight lines.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's go up here. They roll a 10 mile. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
look, see, the randomize is good. The randomize is good.
They're saying they abandon it, so we actually still get to pull the cards.
Okay.
Well, let's go up here.
That's pretty. Look at that. Look at that view.
I mean, the problem with up here is all the tall buildings, unless there's a sneaky little spot.
It's pretty nondescript.
Yeah. Okay, let's pull our cards and then evaluate this area a little bit more.
Yeah.
So because we are sort of not in the center of the remaining area, it's actually a good opportunity to just use a radar.
To cut things in effectively half, because we're at the bottom.
A 5-mile radar should basically tell us if they're in the lower half of Manhattan or not, so I say we just hit that.
Yeah.
So we do get to draw cards off of that thermometer because they had to abandon it.
They abandoned it, yeah.
Pretty good.
Ready?
All right. Show us 2.
Ooh, another randomize.
Another randomize.
There we go, Ben. There we go. Time bonus is a bad one, so I mean, we want
Take
to
the
randomize.
randomize. We've restocked our randomize.
Although they did just text asking a 5-mile radar, which, upside, if they really thought we were in this area, they would ask like a 1-mile radar.
That's true, because they're very close.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Don't say
Yeah,
that, Ben.
they really do have
I'm
a lot of
horrifically pessimistic.
strategy.
We'll answer 5
strategy
miles and
that they
pull
put into
Okay, ready?
All right,
their
2 more
roles,
cards.
you know.
Big money, 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 big money. Time bonus. Duplicate. Oh, double randomize.
Or double 18-minute bonus.
Either way, I mean, that's the one, right?
Yep. Look, our things are looking up for us, okay? We got a good randomized play.
They are like 1 mile away.
They're like 1 mile away, but they don't know that.
I don't know that. Shall we explore this acre a little more?
Yeah, let's keep looking for a good hiding spot.
All right.
Hey,
Yes.
as they say, it's a hit.
Oh, this is great.
We've got a hit on our hands.
I mean, pretty limited area now. I think, frankly, we just kind of need to chop it again. And the question is just, what is the cheapest way to do that?
Yeah.
I frankly think it is just a 3-mile radar.
You know what I'll say?
What?
And I don't think we should act on this because it's not certain. I think it's safe to assume they only randomized us because we were getting warmer.
That's what I think as well. Do you want to do a 2-mile radar? You want to use our custom for a 2?
I'm leaning as well towards using our custom for a 2. This goes out to Ben and Sam. We're wondering if we're within 2 miles of you.
I think we are.
I suspect we aren't because I think that if we were within 2 miles of Sam and Ben, we would be able to smell them.
Hello?
Okay. Well, there's, I think, nothing useful we can do other than walk around and see if we happen to see that building.
Adam wanted to wait patiently, but I'm bored.
All right, let's go.
There is a little bit of something to be said about this in terms of the photo towards us, because I think they're going to think park, and I don't think that they're going to think that this area would have something like this.
Something like this, because this really does look like nature.
On the downside,
you can see
tallest building is definitely this.
And that, I mean, is going to be easy to spot from a ways away. I think we really need to try and block our sight line to any skyscraper.
I agree. I agree. They've done a custom radar.
Custom 2-mile radar.
Okay.
That's not good.
No, I don't love it.
Because that's definitely a hit, right?
It's for sure a hit, yeah.
Oh. I think things might get a little tricky after that for them, though.
The good news is, like, it won't narrow it down like
that much.
Yeah, there'll still be a lot.
Okay, well.
I mean, just for the sake of argument, we theoretically have 2 randomizers right now.
Yeah. I mean, here. Our hand, just for what it's worth.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I think that we probably want to use duplicate on this time bonus in the end.
Well, it depends. Like, I think it could be useful for either.
I want to save the duplicate because we could draw a really good curse. We could, again, like we could turn it into an 18-minute time bonus. I don't think we want to use it on a randomize.
I mean, 2 miles from them includes like all of Soho, East Village, everything south. I take your point about not using the duplicate. In which case, I feel like there's probably going to be a more devastating question to come.
I think you're probably right. I think a 2-mile radar is not that risky. I think there's still plenty of area. We just let them know it's a hit.
I think so.
Tell them it's a hit. Oh boy. Another 2. Show us our cards. Curse of the Hidden Hangman.
Curse of the Hidden Hangman. Before asking another question or boarding another form of transportation, seekers must beat the hider in a game of hangman. To play, the hider chooses a 5-letter word. The game ends after either a correct guess or 7 wrong-letter guesses. The seekers cannot challenge the hider for 10 minutes after a loss. After 2 losses, the seekers must wait 10 more minutes, and then the curse is cleared. Oh, but it's discard 2 cards.
It is discard 2, and
time bonus.
The 3-minute bonus. I mean, look.
I feel like we take the curse. I think it'd be silly not to.
It's getting testy, Sam. It's getting testy.
You haven't hit us with an oy vey yet, Ben.
Oy vey.
I agree. It's a New York thing, right?
It's a Jewish thing. I'm the only one who's allowed to say it.
Okay.
Got a lot of buildings in New York that you have to look at.
So true.
It's okay.
Hit.
It's a hit.
Oh man, that is tough.
Oh, it hasn't been low
Sucks
at
for
all.
them, man.
I'm gonna give them a little heart react because I love them.
Oh boys. Oh boys.
I mean,
sorry.
Look, again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to have clown music over me for saying this now because we don't win in the end. But they were fools for thinking they stood a chance against the Style Boys. I mean, we're just one of the greatest of all time.
It's true. Yeah, I really want to do the donkey roll.
No one does it
But
like them.
we have to wait until we find them.
Okay, so generally speaking, the tallest, most built-up part of what we have left is like Flat-Eye, basically where we are. Because also captured in here is like the Village and Flatiron, which are a little bit higher, and there probably is at least one skyscraper that looks like that. But the safest guess would be that they are, in broadly speaking, this area. So here's what we're gonna do. We were thinking of doing another radar, but we want to be a little more stylish.
Yeah, we're the style boys.
For life. We are currently closest of the 5 zoos and aquariums, debatably 6 in New York City. We are currently closest to the Central Park Zoo. We're about 4.01.
We're like just over 4 miles.
Just over 4 miles away from the Central Park Zoo.
But you were really even like 0.1 miles south of us, you would be closer to the Prospect Park Zoo.
The Prospect Park Zoo, we are 4.2 miles away from. So this roughly cuts our remaining zone in half, and it cuts it in half right where we're standing. So once we have an answer to this, we'll have a direction to walk. So we're gonna ask them if their nearest zoo is also the Central Park Zoo, and while we wait for an answer, we might continue our little walk, even though the last one, we did not even really get across the street. But can we shout out that we are filming this in a lower Manhattan under congestion pricing?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, there's like no cars here. This is like, this.
It's very ominous.
Like this. You want to continue our little walk?
Yeah, let's keep looking.
I mean, again, it's like all we really need to do is like, you know, weasel our way into a little corner where we can't see much. Sam, they have asked us if we share the same closest zoo.
Okay.
I mean, they're chopping in half. Are we closer to Prospect Park? Or
I have to imagine Prospect
we're
if
closer
they
to
ask
Prospect
this.
Park.
Ugh, yeah, I don't love that. See, that's gonna cut it to just this zone.
You want to
So
randomize?
tense.
There's a good chance it hits something not useful.
Yeah, because this will confirm it as quite specifically the financial district.
And then I think they're going to come here. I think this is as good of a time as any to use our random.
Probably. I mean, okay, do we want to use the duplicate?
I don't think we do. Because with the duplicate could be worth just a nice, clean 18 minutes. Or maybe we draw a really good curse, we can use it on that.
No, fair enough. Okay, let's play the randomize.
Yeah, play the randomize. Play the randomize.
All right, hit it.
Hit it.
They've randomized.
These sickos exhaust me. Okay, so I need a random number, Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay, it is currently on 7 from a previous thing I was up to. I'm putting in 20 and then clicking generate. 3, station's name length.
That's maybe useful later.
Okay, I can send it. And ours is still Chambers, right? We're right outside.
Yeah. Okay, so the randomized into station name length, which I actually think is good.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna like eliminate a bunch of stations, but it's not gonna
give them direction.
It's not gonna give them direction. So,
and I mean, ours is definitely shorter because we're Wall Street.
Yeah. Yeah, let's give them the answer and draw our card. Because I also think if we draw something we don't like, we can hit them with Curse of the Hidden Hangman right away.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Bad time bonus.
6 minute.
Curse of the Right Turn.
Curse of the Right Turn. For the next 40 minutes, the Seekers can only turn right at any street intersection.
Curse of the Right Turn.
Oh.
Curse of the Right Turn could be quite strong.
And we could duplicate it.
Yeah, and I think we just save that until they get close to us. The fact of the matter is that Curse of the Right Turn is gonna be a huge problem for them here no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter where we are.
Well, I guess it's worth noting that there's like large chunks of the financial district where you can see like the big guys, you know?
Which is always worth keeping in mind. It's like they can't be anywhere here because you can see One World Trade Center from here.
Yeah, and like right over there, you can see the building whose name I'm forgetting, but she's really pretty, and the movie Enchanted ends on the top of it.
For sure. Okay.
So it's shorter.
Yeah.
Which is like almost all of them.
Yeah, it's not really helpful. Good use of randomize again. Gotta give them credit for that.
Yeah, I'm proud of you guys.
I do not necessarily want to just re-ask our question.
Yeah,
given that it was not that strong to start with. I am interested in just playing more conservatively and doing a 1 mile radar.
This is fine to me.
Should we send that?
Do we want to do it? Yeah, I guess we do want to do it from here.
Do it from here. Would you send I mile radar?
I meant to say one. Well, it's Roman numerals. These guys know Roman numerals. They're smart as hell.
Yeah, I think if they start coming closer to us, we hit them with it.
That might be rather soon then, because they hit us with a 1 mile radar.
Oh, bastards!
No.
Man, we don't have any more weapons. Okay, that's not good.
No.
How many cards do we have in hand right now? Our hand will be full after we take this card.
So maybe we do press the right turn on them before their next question.
I mean, for now, let's answer this and draw and see what we get.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they are gonna like hearing that. Oh, they're gonna like that too much.
Oh.
They're gonna like that too much. Okay. Let's pull our card. 2 cards, keep 1.
Gambler's feet.
Curse of the Gambler's Feet. For the next 40 minutes, seekers must roll a die before they take any steps in any direction. They may take that many steps before rolling again. Casting cost, roll a die. If it's an even number, this curse has no effect.
It's a classic.
Damn.
Time bonus. We gotta do Gambler's feet.
Yeah, keep the Gambler's Feet.
Okay.
So we've got our curses that we want to play on them. If they start coming towards us, then we hit them with everything we got.
Amy, it's a hit.
And it's a hit.
So they're within 1 mile of us. Does that mean that we want to tentacle them?
I wouldn't phrase it that way.
Sure.
But I understand that the game forces your hand.
For sure.
I want to use the question that gives us the information that Tentacles gives us.
Sure.
Appropriately within the workplace.
Okay. Let's take a look at what type of tentacle we might want to use.
Jesus Christ. I mean, we talked about not calling it this, and then I wasn't on calls for a while, and I figured it would be resolved by the time I got back. And I guess you sickos just went with tentacles here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking at our sort of tentacular options. That's worse. We're looking at what the tentacles questions are. In medium, we've got museums, libraries, movie theaters, and hospitals at our disposal.
Okay, let's just take a look at what there are the most of.
Yeah, I'll look at hospitals. I know there's that one in the village. Well,
fewer than you might think.
Tell
There's
us.
quite a number of museums.
That's
so I like to
pretty
look at
good.
museums. Let's check movie theaters.
There's a good number of them here.
There's a good number.
And they've got a good distro.
There's a good distribution. So I don't hate movie theater. I think for me, it's between movie theaters and museums.
Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish.
I hope that we find them. Oh.
Okay. So they're gonna come towards us. We need to get in position soon. There were a number of spots up in the elevated acre that we like, but we also like this little corner right under the highway.
Yep.
Because it's pretty hard to tell where we are, and we can't see much from down there.
And that's the key. Like, specifically in New York City, where you have these really tall buildings, and anywhere else you have tall buildings, the most tricky question for the hiders is tallest building visible from where you are.
Yeah.
So the thing that we like about this spot is that it restricts your sight line enough to the point where the tallest bit of the building that we can see is not the top of the building. And it's the top of the building, but it's easiest for the seekers to find.
I do love this little corner.
So, you know, from here, you can't see much. Downside, if they can see any of this.
Because this purple thing, the whole highway is painted this color.
And it is, like, intuitive to hide under the highway, I think.
Yeah. But it might, I think it might take them a while to piece that together.
We are 3 hours into the game day, about 2 hours into their hiding time. Is that right?
We're
under 2 hours, and look at the size of that map. I mean, you can hardly see it.
We are within 1 mile of them, Amy, which I think is even more reason to keep walking around looking for that building.
Yes.
I think we should be headed south.
Great. I'm thinking about how pretty much everywhere we've walked here, we've been able to see, if not One World Trade Center or the Woolworth Building, I remember what it's called, or the Woolworth Building. You can see like the other World Trade Center buildings or like these really tall skyscrapers. And like, it's possible that on one of those side street exits of the subway, that would be more like what you could see, but it's beginning to feel a little bit more like me, like the ornate looking building is probably top of an apartment building. And the taller building, which doesn't look skyscraper height, is like one of those newer builds in like the Lower East Side. Adam's sending the sort of tentacle details.
Do you think we should walk north? I'm cool with that.
This is my suspicion. I don't want to.
Because there's so many tall buildings this way.
Every intersection we're at, we can see either that, One World Trade, the Woolworth, like
Although
some big guy.
It's possible that they went off on a side street.
Yeah, but I mean, let's go to this one, Barclay Street.
No, there's so many tall things.
Yeah, like.
Okay, let's go north. I'm cool with walking north.
It's north time for the Style Boys.
Ben, your colleagues have tentacled you, or us.
How rude.
I agree.
What is the tentacle that they have used?
Museum. They're moving, seemingly on foot. Do we want to hit them with gambler's feet, or try to?
I think let's play Curse of the Right Turn on them first.
Yeah, because that's guaranteed. Whoa. Do we want to duplicate it, though?
You want to duplicate it?
I feel like it could get us 18 minutes. I think it might be worth it. I think it's a gamble, but...
All right, I don't hate that. Let's do it right now. We're going to duplicate Curse of the Right Turn.
There, you're bleeding. Photo goes hard. This is like your album cover.
Yeah, dude, that photo is kind of fire. Although,
doesn't it go hard?
They can kind of see.
Oh shit.
Nah, whatever. We still don't have to have this be our spot. We've used our duplicate. The card we are discarding, I think, is Curse of the Impressionable Consumer. We're just not going to use that.
Sending a photo with our potential hiding spot visible could have been...
It's fine. Maybe we should move because we've maybe exposed ourselves. I still like up there.
I don't hate it. It's fun.
It is fun.
Do you want to go at least wait up there?
Yeah,
it's kind of a nicer
let's
spot
go wait
to
up there.
It's a shame we didn't get as far as the World Trade Center. I have so many.
Oh. Amy, we have been hit with the Curse of the Right Turn.
Now that we're walking uptown, since my current suspicion is Lower East Side, we can just walk up for a while and then turn and then turn right. Like it's to the right.
Sure. Okay, well, we should be getting an answer on those tentacles any time now.
We did get tentacled. We need to answer that.
Closest museum. It's the France's Tavern Museum.
Oh, well, now that's the other way. France's Tavern Museum is like southern tip.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a right turn.
So we need to turn around, which means we need to turn right and then turn right again.
So the train lines that go down there, I'm not looking at the map of the other museums, which is assuming they're in the vicinity of that. Like the J and Z, I don't think are what they took. If they came from Penn Station, they almost certainly took the 2-3, which would have them getting off at Fulton Street or Wall Street. Wall Street is the closest to the France's Tavern Museum.
Oh, they're circling, Ben.
Not good. Not good. But look, do we want to?
No, as in they're circling around blocks.
Oh, well, good.
Good.
But they're circling towards us, which is bad.
They are circling towards us in a little.
Do you want to increase the hurt a little bit?
Yeah, the tentacles are very strong.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's no better time
really
to
fuck over the
consider
hiders.
using gambler's feet than now. All right, do you want to roll for it, Ben?
Okay. Well, actually, first, let's draw our cards off the tentacles. Draw 4, keep 2.
Woo! Ready?
Yeah.
1. My hands are cold. 2. 3. 4. Suspense, Ben.
I want to see. Show me. Show me.
No!
Show me. Show me the cards. Show me the cards. Oh, good time bonus.
Yeah.
Curse of the Zoologist.
Curse of the Zoologist. Take a photo of a wild fish, bird, mammal, reptile, amphibian, or bug. The seekers must take a picture of the wild animal in the same category before asking another question.
I mean, we're not going to hit anything great with that right now.
Can we find a fish?
I mean, there's water. We could definitely get a bird.
Maybe a bug.
Maybe a bug.
But I mean, regardless, the other time bonuses are bad. So I feel like we should
just take those.
Yeah.
Two. Yeah.
We know that their nearest subway stop is not Whitehall Street - South Ferry.
All right, Amy, we're turning right again.
Because of our amazingly useful question about the length of their station name.
Sure. You got to respect they've used the cards well.
They used the cards well. And the point of that is that I don't like it.
Sure.
It is, in fact, me respecting their gameplay that I'm pissy and annoyed.
Okay, Sam.
Yes.
I think it's time we turn up the hurt as they wander these streets.
If we can't win, at least we can make them suffer.
Okay. It is now time to play Or Curse of the Gambler's Feet. Sam, would you like to roll for it? Okay.
No.
Which color?
That never goes right.
I'm gonna roll.
I don't want to be influencing the luck in any manner, Ben.
Look at our Jetlag dice. I'm gonna roll the orange one. If it's an even number, the curse has no effect.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We still got the Curse of the Right Turn on him, and we've got another one to play.
Yeah.
Well, okay. In the meantime, Sam, I think we should start looking for a bug.
Right turn. Right. So then we go up here, and then we'll take a right turn. This will finally have us having gone what we would have done if we'd gone left.
Because you know what they say about sort of 3 rights.
It makes a left.
Yeah. I think we should do a pretty solid little search around Wall Street.
For now, I want to leave things be.
I wonder if they're on Broad Street. I'm vaguely recalling that Broad Street is cobbled, but I might just be making things up. I love to lie.
So now, if we turn right, yes. Yeah. I think, yeah?
I think.
I think that, again, if we're like right here, like, I guess this building is kind of identifiable.
It's not 100% identifiable.
But it's also, what's nice is that it's not really clear we're like up here in the park.
No, it's not. So it might be the best option we have. Well, I think our theory, if we sat right here, if it was a photo towards us, it kind of looks like we're in a dense park.
Yeah.
And that is hopefully manipulative.
Well, the nice thing is that, like, on the map, this doesn't look like a park. If you go on Google Maps, like, it looks like it's gray. I mean, I don't know if there's anywhere else we can go where we just, like, straight up can't see skyscrapers.
So. I think this is a decent spot.
So I do think this is probably our spot.
There's a bird. No, that's a trash bag.
That's a trash bag. That's sort of, that's like the local bird of New York.
Yeah. I don't know how far we want to go. Let's check their location.
They're closing in on us.
Okay, still not seeing the building, but
not that, right?
I don't think so. Wait, well, maybe.
I'm just looking for ones that have different hats than the rest of their bodies. No.
No.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are. They might, I think Endgame might actually be triggered. It's either triggered or about to be triggered.
I think this is our spot.
All right, Benjamin. They've made it.
We are in our final hiding spot. We've got our privately owned public spaces theory in place.
Yes.
That the good people or probably the bad people who own this building were forced to make a public space, but they don't want people to come here, which kind of makes it the perfect hiding place.
Thank you, capitalists.
Thank you, capitalists.
Thank you, landlords. We love landlords.
We love landlords.
We love landlords.
Don't clip that. We've got some juicy time bonuses.
Yeah. We need them to bounce around for another hour and 20-something minutes with the current time bonuses we have, which is not out of the realm of possibility, but
we're gonna have to play these final curses smart, which is why it's time for me to start scrounging around for a bug.
Yeah, but you can't move from your seat.
But I can do this. Wait, I think this is a little snail.
Is it? Let me take a look. Is that just a rock?
No, it's a little snail, and there's a snail in there.
Here, show. Here, can you circle back in a way that I can
see that gooey part?
Yeah.
There's a snail in there.
That is a snail. You're right. Wow, your scrounging worked pretty well, actually.
Thank you.
Wait, so a snail is a snail a reptile? No.
No.
What? It's just a bug?
I think it's just a bug. Sam, I wrote this card and I specifically included slugs and snails as bug. Bug, okay, are you ready? I did actually write this. Bug in this context refers to any insect, arachnid, diplopoda, chilopoda, or anything else that would be colloquially and commonly referred to as a bug. That's a bug.
I guess bug is probably a little trickier than bird.
Bug is definitely, because then they gotta go scrounging. Okay, we have played our Curse of the Zoologist. Now they've got to take a picture of a bug before they can ask us another question.
Okay, so this is our right turn here?
Yeah, up past the park.
It's really windy.
Do you think this could be the
Amy?
what?
We have been sent the curse of the zoologist.
Flop.
We have to take a picture of a bug
Snail
before we can ask another question. Now, this is okay, because I didn't want to ask a question right now.
And we'll just, if we see a bug, like I'll have my eyes out.
So we need to be having our eyes out for both the building and a bug.
I want to explore the idea that this could be the building.
What building? This one?
Look at these exterior
1, 2,
buttresses.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that enough? Yeah, this is interesting. I don't hate it. I don't hate that.
Because, yeah, like, I mean, this is visible from that entrance, right, that we were just at.
Yeah, okay.
Let's.
Do you want to go this way? And
let's continue the way we were going.
Look at all those animals hanging out on that bench.
Are any of them a bug?
No.
No, they're different than that. Yeah, the Wall Street station, if I'm remembering correctly, is down this way. I mean, it's pretty good. You've got the You've got the different size thing. Oh, that's it. Come on. You got the different size thing up top.
I think that's it.
That's got to be it. That's definitely it. Wall Street would be just a couple more blocks down the way we're going.
You want to walk down? Okay, let's walk down Wall Street Station. It would make sense if this was your angle.
So there's an entrance.
Yeah, there's entrances all here. Oh, look at that cobblestone.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that cobblestone.
We've seen her before.
You can't see it from.
But what about there?
Well,
and I think we can't go there, but I could imagine.
I wonder if you can see it from there, because we can't go there. I agree that that's the building, so I think we're in good shape. I think now we have to focus on finding a bug.
So we can ask more stuff?
So we can ask more stuff. We need to be looking for a bug. It has not been since, I think, the first season of Jetlag, the game, that I had to find a bug. I mean, it is quite cold out, so it is kind of not really bug.
We've once again reached the point where there's
like a park around Trinity Church that might have bugs.
Bird. Plenty of birds. It was smart of them to go with bug instead of bird.
Yeah.
I'm putting our bug back. Sam has started playing the layover.
Well, people often ask us what we do when we're waiting around, you know, to pass the time. And our podcast is so good, Ben, that I think we've always said, like, wow, that's like the thing that we all do to pass the time, right?
Basically, I mean, look, after a long day of talking to you and Adam, nothing helps me unwind like listening to you and Adam on a podcast.
And yourself.
And myself.
Available exclusively on Nebula.
Bugs.
We can walk back that way.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We need to, like, kind of start to get a move on.
Yeah.
Here, there's dirt here.
Here's the thing. We're still...
I will say, I'm probably going to wrap up stream early today after this episode, just because my mood is kind of dropping. So we will watch the Swedish season next stream, whenever that is. So stay posted with my Twitter, the Blue Sky, and my Discord, I guess.
And there's them. Yeah, so we should still just be looking for them while looking for bugs.
I know. Oh. No, that's lint.
Yeah.
Okay, like, we just need to look at a white surface and just, like...
It's just not really bug season.
Okay. Look, it's the defiant girl. Do you think there's a bug on her?
No.
We really need to find this bug, Amy.
Yeah, we need to find either one small bug or two normal-sized adults.
I mean, they are at least where they started, so they're really closing in.
It seems like exactly where a bug would love to hang out.
I see mold.
We could go to a park.
Yeah. There's one right to the left of us.
Well,
not great.
How could there not be a bug down there? How can we really not find a single bug?
I don't know. Sometimes I think your ass is cursed.
Okay, so the curse of the right turn is just about expired. Of course, as you know, we've duplicated it, so we have another one. But
the only time not seeing a bug is a curse instead of a blessing.
Thing. But as soon as they clear the bug thing, boom,
I don't know how long that's going to take them. I mean, they definitely need to ask more questions, because I don't think they're going to be able to find us with just the museum thing. Go ahead and find that bug, Adam and Amy.
Oh, that's a bug. That's a bug, but we can't. It's flying away. God damn.
Why can't they just trust us about the bug? We've seen them.
We have to get a clear picture.
Yeah, I know.
This is dirt. There's got to be a bug.
The city is literally like
let's get
made of cockroaches, and yet we can't find a bug.
Brutal.
How could there not be a bug in here?
Hi, I got a weird question. I'm looking for any bug. Have you seen bugs around here at all? This isn't a health department.
Damn, they gotta.
yeah. We're poking around.
They're
I just want to be like, oh,
desperate.
well, I saw a bunch of ants the other day. Yeah, thank you.
Well, they still haven't cleared the Curse of the Zoologist. It seems that they are still looking for a bug. I mean, they are in, like, maybe one of the worst places in the world to look for a bug.
Yeah, but like still, like there's got to be like.
I mean, in my book, that's a pro.
Right?
That's a pro for New York City. That's a
I don't know.
for New York
2
City.
hours ago, I was not.
It was looking bleak.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about these games is you just never
how
know.
the Jets flag.
You pull the right cards, you play them at the right time. It can really save
They
you.
were very smart to pull
I'm
this
feeling
one.
Pretty, well,
Or
I'm not
use
gonna,
it.
I'm not even gonna say that I'm feeling good. I'm feeling normal. I'm feeling nothing. I feel nothing.
My hopes are trending in an upward direction.
How very financial district of you.
Yeah.
You're feeling bullish.
I'm feeling just a hint of bull.
Yeah.
So this is sort of like, if this is what loses it for us.
I may be pissed off. And I guess I have to applaud the Department of Sanitation.
Damn.
It really did.
Where's the area that has the most green
They
space?
almost have 3 hours
by the
just
church.
because of this curse.
Unfortunately, that might be a cemetery.
It is. But you're allowed in. I think Alexander Hamilton's buried there. You think there's bugs in his damn coffin? I'll grave rob. I'm ready.
How are they doing? They found a bug? No.
Damn, she's so
They're
dedicated,
still
so
at park.
iconic.
They're in the park, so they definitely.
That's a cemetery.
Why don't you can't search through a cemetery?
Look, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
They really are
You
desperate.
gotta exhume a few bodies to win Jetlag the game.
You're not allowed to do that. It's in the rules. You're not allowed to break laws. That's breaking a law.
We actually didn't put that in the home game rule. Ooh, they really gotta hurry.
That's
Find
crazy.
this bug. I mean,
They still gotta get over here, and they have to figure out where we are.
yeah.
And it's not like we're in a super obvious spot. We
No,
think.
like they've got the map small, but they don't even have a photo of us.
Yeah.
It's looking tough for you guys.
I don't know.
They're
It's gonna be
really
close. It's
turning
gonna
it
be
around.
close.
Yeah, I don't think we can go in there and look for bugs, dude. We need to just find more dirt and keep digging. That's kind of my current thing. I'm gonna go insane.
Yeah.
All right, we've hit
I can't
3
believe
hours,
this is the
Amy.
most intense
Well,
part of this series
We've
so
hit 3
far.
hours. This is without any time bonuses they might have.
Oh,
What?
Is that a roach?
That's a roach.
That's a cockroach. It's a fucking cockroach. Oh my God.
Damn, it looks like a fucking cigarette.
Send him a question. Send him a question. I
Or a
want a picture.
cigar.
I want a picture of where they stupid are. I want.
Okay, picture of the tallest thing they
Yeah,
can
they
see.
made up for the early
Tallest
leads.
structure they can see.
Great.
Oh, they
Now
they've got
they're
a
only
bug.
an hour off.
Oh, photo tallest thing you can see.
They only need to
Okay.
get 4 hours
This
and
is
3
coming.
seconds.
Well, first, let's go ahead and hit them with
So-
the next right turn curse. Slow them down best we can. And then we'll send them.
That's so crazy.
Never been happier to see a cockroach in my life. But let me be clear. What I'm feeling is not joy. It's not even relief.
No, it's complete panic.
It's total panic combined with like a little bit less absolute disgust than before, which to be fair is not usually what a cockroach
Unfortunately, it is going to take them 10 minutes to answer. So, well, they have duplicated their right turn curse.
Okay. Well, let's start getting ourselves turned around while we wait for their little picture.
And I just want to say, I know the commenters are going to be like,
Yeah, no
Jetlag
trees,
is
just
so
building.
scripted. They were gonna find him too fast, so they faked not being able to find a bug. God, I wish.
Let me tell you this, reader.
God, I wish that we had faked that.
Oh god, that's gotta be
like
embarrassing.
25 more minutes.
It's gonna be really tight. Okay, well, let's take our photo.
All right, Ben.
Got it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Hopefully, they just take long enough. Okay, we sent them the photo, the tallest thing we could see. That
The
might
first
be enough
trailer is
for
too
them
real,
to
yeah.
pin us down. But
You
we get
can
to
tell
draw.
it is not scripted. They
It's
were
just
ready to
our very
kill.
last
They were
part.
ready to straight up fucking grave rob. It was that
Look,
serious.
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes could make the difference.
It could, but this is literally the least valuable part.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a picture. Okay, it's a pretty distinct looking thing. Is that the same building? No.
Maybe that's that other side of it, but I don't think
Pretty
so.
distinct. I would think we could find that.
I hope.
No, that we can't do.
Yeah, because that won't.
We gotta go further. Okay. What do we want to ask now? We could do like a half-mile radar here or like a quarter-mile radar. I want to like maybe just narrow down the area.
I don't know.
What do you think about a half-mile radar from where we are right now?
My only concern is I don't want to give them the opportunity to win it on time bonuses, but I do think thinning it out, giving us a smaller place to search is going to
Do
save
a
us
quarter-mile
more time.
radar from here. Quarter-mile radar. I'm doing quarter-mile radar.
Okay.
Because then we have 3 points that we know. Here, I'm trying to look like on the satellite map.
They are burning through them fast.
There.
Yeah.
Do you want to just head over there?
Yeah.
Oh, or it could be.
I cannot
this
fucking
or
believe
that.
people are doing
I think
fireworks
I like
right
the
now. I
ones
hate
down
this
here in
fucking
the bottom.
country.
Assuming that their station is Wall Street.
Yeah.
Which we think it is. Yeah, they could be like down at the water, just barely. So that was Jim Crane right there.
Oh. Cool.
We're not going to blur him. That guy, we're not blurring. We're showing that that was Jim Cramer. Okay, so that quarter-mile was a miss, which I actually think might be good. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
But let me see if I can block that out.
Could it be that?
Could it be that?
I mean.
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. I think it is that.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Okay, then that means they're over there.
Okay, but we gotta take right turns. This thing is not big. I think we can loop this little building, right?
Yeah, we can loop it. Good building spotting, Amy. That is it, for
Thank
sure.
you. I can hit him with a light jog right now.
Okay, yeah.
You're much faster than me, so I don't want to say stuff like run. Oh, fuck. I hate running.
Yeah, here we go. You know what I actually think it is that threw me off? It looks so much more blue.
Yeah.
Which actually, to me, indicates that they are on the other side of it, because I think it's reflecting the
It
water.
is very intense.
Do you want to ask for a photo of them?
Yeah, I want to see how close to the building they are.
But no, yeah, we need to overshoot so that we can do a full loop around it.
We need to get, over there and then back.
Yeah.
I'm having fun when we kick him in the shins.
Yeah, well, it's what I would do. So I think don't cross.
No.
Unless they're behind.
No.
That, and they shot up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I don't
No, but they wouldn't be close. They wouldn't be lined up enough. Okay, yeah, see?
No, yeah,
this side is the same.
We're on the side, so we can just rip a circle on this thing.
But it's possible they're on this side. Like maybe they're over there.
It's so
close
too. It's only like 40 minutes off.
Although I guess they are at a wider angle than this.
Let's just take a really good look over there before we turn.
I feel like they could be in Vietnam Veterans Plaza.
They could be over there, right? Like, are they over there in those bushes?
If they're in this plaza, that would be like a really good match for this angle.
Okay.
I also think there's a risk that they're on elevated acre oasis like garden rooftop.
Oh, I bet you anything that that's where they f***ing are.
But we
She's
can only
like
get
a
there.
bloodhound.
How do you get there?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I've
she
heard of
did
that
say
place.
she should be able to
That's where they
smell
are.
them.
That's where they
I
are.
think, well, technically we'd have to pop a Yui, but that's 2 rights, right? right? Because the entrance is right here. There's no way we can get to that turning right.
What we need to do is we need to go out there, up. We need to go all the way around, and then we need to do a U-ey.
They definitely are very smart about how they're doing their curses, because they are buying themselves a lot of time
because we can just go
just from their curses.
Okay. Yeah, there's trees. I think that they're on the rooftop.
They're so cute.
How do you get up to the rooftop garden thing? You go
outside?
Where?
Okay, great. Okay. Oh, great. Thank you.
30 minutes. Almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Oh, no.
This is
so painfully close. No.
Really making us earn it. Where are they sick? Where are you guys? Marco.
There it is.
I am going to kill you. I hate you. This is a fun game. Everyone should buy it. Hello.
30 minutes, man.
What?
Damn.
What did we do?
I don't know.
Well.
Why are there no bugs in New York City?
Well, you guys got us.
What was the...
You got us 57 minutes of time bonuses by asking so many questions.
Quarter-mile radar.
Miss.
It's a miss.
Okay.
2 more cards. We need 8 minutes. Come on.
Oh, shit.
That's the game, Ben.
I think that might do it.
That brings us to the time we need it.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Ben. We've done it. Back-to-back hide-and-seek champion.
Holy shit! Damn! What a twist! I completely forgot about that. Holy shit.
No. This is, in fact, enough. I'm afraid.
That's so brutal. Oh.
I do really like the outfits, though.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a bit
You're
of a
my
surprise.
enemy. I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice outfits.
Wow. That's
so we're pretty angry.
Yeah, sort of it like
I'll be angry too.
Our deal is that we're mad, but we nonetheless are obligated to congratulate you on winning this special
She's
one-off
pissed.
episode of Jetlag the Game.
You won fairly, and we're not going to be.
Now, because this is not an actual season of Jetlag the Game, you do not get a luxurious virtual trophy. Amy, do you want to tell them what they've won?
You get something even better.
Whoa.
You get your very own copy of Jetlag the Game home game.
Oh my god. I've always wanted this.
You've proven that you're very good at it. So now you can play this with other people who aren't us.
Wow.
And it actually has more monetary value than any prize we've ever given.
This is so
Wow.
true.
Surely this
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
include like a hider book and a seeker book and 2 rule books and car. Oh my god.
Oh,
it
it
includes
has all
all
those
of that. Well,
That's
All
so
the stuff that comes with it. Show
sick.
everybody.
you know,
Whoa.
you know what? Wait, you know what it also comes with?
What's that?
Our love and appreciation if you purchase it.
Aw.
First time ever,
The best
we love
prize
and
of
appreciate
all.
Europeans.
Yes, we have improved the shipping issue with shipping to Europe, and now you can get shipped to most parts of Europe for a normal-ish price. And it comes in metric. We designed this game so it can be played theoretically anywhere in the world, pretty much. You could play it in a major city like New York. You could play it in a smaller city. You could play it over a
Hell
whole state
yeah.
or a whole country. It could be played sort of theoretically anywhere where
Outer
there's public
space.
transit.
In a
Well,
box with
it
a
would
box.
be difficult, yes.
In a box
Well,
with a
I had
box.
a grand old time.
Yeah. How are you feeling? No.
No, you
we're
don't
not
get
allowed to do that.
you don't get to say how you're feeling. You know how I'm feeling? Like I would love to have a copy of Jetlag the Game. In conclusion, consider purchasing this product.
All
Hell
right.
yeah. Hell yeah. That's Jetlag, y'all. That's Jetlag. Like I said, I am gonna wrap up stream here. There's a lot going on. And I don't want to have like a very severe mood drop on stream. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching Jetlag with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will continue to watch it whenever the next stream is. Keep your eyes peeled on my channel and your subscription boxes. I will post when I'm going live, whenever that is. I don't know for sure. I don't want to guarantee anything. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I very much appreciate you spending time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I love you, Starbies. Mwah.